Chat. Hello, chat. Am I live? Hold on a second. Give it a second. Where is everything? There I am. Let's go. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Why isn't this working? Blah, 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 blah. Hello, Ace, Raven, Skulls, Melon Monk. What up, dudes? Step into my office. Hello. It's time for your quarterly performance review. No, you turned into a Clippy. I was gonna do that. I was gonna make a little Clippy avatar and dress it up like me. Give it my hair and shit. But I didn't do that already, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. There's been some shit happening, bro. Is my mic picking up stuff? Why is my lip sync not working? Hold on a second. Give me a second. I need to figure some shit out. I thought I had everything set up. It should be working. Oh well, it'll be fine. You should do it for the next stream. I might. I think that'd be funny. Would that be funny, Philip? Bounce if that would be funny. That's right. Alright, good job. Philip thinks it would be hilarious. No more Cracker Barrel for you. Dude, what's going on with all these fucking businesses, bro? Why are they all brutalizing their fucking logos and shit? They're taking all the fucking soul out of their logos. Cracker Barrel, the old Cracker Barrel logo had soul, bro. That had some life to it. Now it's just a bland sign. It's just a bland sign with the name Cracker Barrel. The fuck? What the fuck is that? Bunch of bullshit. That's what that is. You love Philip? Yeah, we all love Philip. He's just chilling. He's just a little fucking squirrel in a beanie with some nuts hanging around his neck. You know, nothing wrong with that. Named him fucking Philip. Fucking what else? There have been other businesses that have just been brutalizing they're just sucking the soul out of their brand. Go back and look at a McDonald's from the 90s and look at a McDonald's from today. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, I don't want to ramble too much. You know what I mean. You hear about Destiny? I did hear about Destiny. I almost made a video about it, and then I decided I didn't feel like covering the Destiny thing. But yeah, apparently he was reported to the cops or some shit for being a pedo, for being a pedophile. Old McDonald's was the shit, dude. They had fucking game consoles in their lobby and shit. And kid play places. God damn it. Say that 3 times fast. Kid play places with the whole fucking shabil. Fucking. The whole fucking shtick. Now McDonald's used to look like a fucking. All the colors and shit. Now it's just a block. It's just a beige block with brown. It's so fucking gross. Brutalist architecture. That's what it is. It's brutalist architecture. And Cracker Barrel doing the same shit with their sign. They took the guy away. Why? Why'd they take the guy away? Why? Because he a white guy? He problematic, right? He's an old fucking timey moonshine making motherfucker. Oh, That's too lifelike for our brutalist culture now, right? So we're just gonna fucking make our logo is just gonna be a rounded square with fucking Arial Sans font, just Cracker Barrel. Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, it's like somebody made their logo in Photoshop. It's like a second grader made their photoshopped the Cracker Barrel logo, and the CEO was like, "Yeah, this is perfect." They fucking. Hello, Emmy-chan. Emmy-chan's in the chat. That's what's up. We're talking about businesses being fucking weird. They're taking away the soul out of everything. You used to be able to go into McDonald's and play Nintendo 64 and shit. Yeah, Melon Monk was early this time. He was late last time. I remember. So anyway, what's been going on with this streamer that beat a man to death? What's going on here? This literally just happened. Or it just dropped. I could have made a video about this. But I decided to take a break. That was an actual thing? What was? Yeah, you used to be able to go into McDonald's and play like Nintendo 64. They took all that away. I think they had like Smash Brothers and shit. Just like you used to be able to go into like a fucking... Wait, I think you can still go into GameStop and play games. But yeah, there were like places at the mall that would just have outposts of places you could actually play games. Now they can't. Now they don't. You don't get none of that shit. Anyways, I want to see what's going on with this streamer that nearly beat a man to death. So we're gonna start there.
What an unbelievable.
Talk to me. Oh shit, he's wearing the black. He's wearing the black shirt. That's how you know it's serious. It's serious. I just remember the indoor playhouses and character chairs. Yeah, I think it was only like a select McDonald's, because some McDonald's had it and some McDonald's didn't. It just all depended. But now they took it all away. They took it all away. They took all the color out of the building, and now it's just a gray block. Looks like somebody made it in a fucking blender. Like some child just made, or some Blender student took a modeling course, just made a cube into a McDonald's. But yeah, let's see what's going on with it. Talk to me, Charlie.
Unbelievably crazy week on Kick. I was just talking about the French streamer Jean Parmenov, who passed away in his sleep on stream after a marathon of abuse from some other streamers. And just now, I literally just finished streaming Resident Evil 6, and I was taking a little tinkle, and I got sent a little something that is so diabolical. I had to hop back in the saddle, and yeah.
So there I was, taking a piss. when something slid across my freaking toilet seat.
About it. It is incomprehensible that yet another potential death was just streamed on Kick. I'm recording this an hour after it happened, and the victim is currently still in the ICU, so...
An hour after it happened? So this literally just happened. Like, just now. Like, today. Like, what the fuck?
When I post this, I'll know whether or not they passed away, but I'm going to keep this part in here right now because it's up in the air. A Kick streamer, Raja Jackson, who is the son of Rampage Jackson, and also a professional fighter.
King Cobra? Who's that? There's a lot of people dying. People need to quit it. Like, stop it. Damn it. Yeah, I didn't hear about that. But I have been hearing about a lot of people dying has been coming across my feed.
Fighter just went fucking ballistic on a wrestler during a wrestling event on stream. He picks the wrestler up, slams him on the mat, and then lays down 27 punches to the man's skull, most of which were delivered while he was unconscious. And by the end of it, he is bleeding and bloodied. They couldn't wake him up. They said he was barely breathing, and someone even used the word flatline that he was flatlined in the ring. This is not fake. This is not scripted.
Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. What the fuck? Okay, alright, here's the video footage. let's see what happened. Jesus Christ. Dude, what the fuck? Ref, do something, bro. What the hell? Jesus Christ.
I did my best to censor this. It is brutal. It is extremely hard to watch. I also cut the clip short, but they pan back and he is covered in blood. Raja Jackson is a professional fighter who has unloaded, I counted 27 blows to an unconscious man. And they all are connecting. This is not like fake. It's not like he's pulling any of his punches. They are all hitting squarely on this man's skull.
Wow,
bouncing
dude.
his head off of the mat. And I said most of them were when he was unconscious. All of them are while he's unconscious. When I watched it back, it's clear that when he slammed him on the mat, his head hit the mat and it knocked him out immediately.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, dude. It looked like that freaking suplex, that body slam thing that he did. That looked like that got him. And like the rest was just extra. Like that is crazy. Yeah, that's overkill like some fuck, dude. You could practically hear a gunshot going off with every punch. Like, bro, that is wild.
So all 27, potentially more, punches that he threw were on an unconscious man. That can be fatal. That is most oftentimes fatal. And he wasn't done either. It's not like he just stopped and said, okay, well, that's plenty. I've had my fill. He was still going. The only reason there weren't more punches thrown by him is because the other wrestlers were able to separate him. But he was fighting against them to go back and keep beating this unconscious man.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't have stopped punching him until his head popped like a balloon. It's extremely scary, and even if he does pull through, this could have life-changing repercussions with brain damage and so many other complications for the rest of his life, if he even survives, which we don't know yet. He apparently flatlined in the ring and is currently still in the ICU, and we don't have any updates. This is terrifying stuff.
That is crazy,
Hello,
dude.
it's Charles, first thing in the morning here, and we don't have a ton of official updates on the...
He edited that. I didn't even notice until he said his energy just completely changed.
the condition of that wrestler.
He looks like he just woke
The father
up.
of Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson, gave an update where he is saying that Psycho Stu, that's the name of the wrestler, is alive and is stable.
All right, let's
He
go.
also says that he's clearing up misinformation about his son. But then in his statement, he doesn't clear up any misinformation. He just confirms what everyone already knows, that this was completely out of control, inexcusable behavior that Rampage Jackson also doesn't condone. So I don't know what misinformation he thinks he's clearing up with this. He's just agreeing with what everyone else is saying, that his son went fucking berserk. I guess maybe the misinformation demon that he was exercising here was about his son actually getting like the permission for payback on Psycho Stu for an earlier confrontation. And what he's referring to there is they had like a little beef before the event started, and
Okay.
someone had told Raja Jackson that he could like double leg take down Psycho Stu in the ring and then throw like a fake punch, and that would be it, to like settle the beef and create like this storyline. But Raja Jackson on stream, on camera, says that he is going to hurt Psycho Stu. He said he will not stop punching him until people will yank him off of him.
Well, that's
So he
exactly what
took
happened.
That, like, pseudo invite, like green light to be involved in the wrestling event as a permission slip to go brutally assault this man and beat him within an inch of his life. Like, I think you could also make a case that this is attempted murder. This was premeditated assault that he planned on not stopping at any point until third parties intervened.
Would that
Like,
still count as
I really
assault?
think you could.
Would it still count as assault if it's like in the ring and it's like a competition that they both agreed to? Like, I don't know. I don't know if the rules apply there. I mean, I guess you can make a case for it. It's debatable, I guess. I don't know. He's already unconscious. You should, probably stop if the dude's down. So I know, I guess you could make a case for it being assault.
Make like a real argument that he had went in there with the full intentions of killing Psycho Stu. That's what it looks like to me.
Tell you guys this, they told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
That's indefensible. You can see him literally planning it off the back of them giving him like the instructions for a work where he'd come in and he'd deliver like a hit, like a fake hit, and then he'd be pulled off and that'd be the end of it. And he is saying, but watch this, I'm going to keep punching him. Like, he is blatantly stating this. It is very clearly a premeditated assault. And like I said, I really think his goal was to kill Psycho Stu there. It really seems like that was his mission. And you can't chalk this up to confusion where he was directed to do something but then just went a little far, like, mistakenly. He is, with his own voice, his own vocal folds, flapping with their own volition here.
His own
he is
Jerry
stating,
folds.
they told me to do this, but instead, I'm going to do this. I'm going to punch him as many times as I possibly can.
All right, yeah, I guess. All right, yeah, I guess that's the argument for assault. I guess you can kind of make the case there.
Stating clearly that they told him one thing, and he is not doing that. Instead, he is going to punch the shit out of him, beat him within an inch of his life. You can't possibly say that he just got confused with the stage directions here of the storyline. He is
Emmy-chan's got the right idea. Where's my popcorn at?
saying that he is going to go punch him as many times as possible and disregard what they said he is permitted to do, like what they planned on. It is premeditated assault by every possible definition. Now, what started all of this, and I've seen people joking about it like, oh, haha, Raja Jackson must not know that wrestling is fake, and he thought the heel was being mean to his favorite babyface, so he took matters into his own hands, tee-hee-hee. But what actually happened is Raja Jackson was touring the event and meeting the wrestlers backstage, and of course the wrestlers are all playing characters, and when it comes to wrestling, there's a little something called kayfabe. And so they are going to portray their character to the best of their ability and keep everything as authentic and genuine as possible.
Right.
And Psycho Stu was in character and misunderstood that Raja Jackson was not a worker in the event.
Worry about him. You need to be worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little... Oh, you don't...
Oh.
He's not a fucking worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's kind of
What the fuck was that?
You're good.
What the fuck was that?
You don't sell it? Dude, he's not a fucking
Bro.
worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on. I don't play that shit, bro.
Oh, sorry about
Nah,
that.
I will fuck him
we're
up,
good.
bro.
I know
No,
you will.
no.
We're good.
And he takes it...
Ooh, no, wait, hold on a second. These people suffer from stupid. Yeah, dude, they've been punched in the face so many times, they got brain damage, all of them. Like, why the fuck? They don't look manly, bro. They look like they're compensating for something. You gotta blend into fucking society, dude. You gotta be a civilized person. You can't just go around throwing cans at people. What is idiocracy type shit, bro? Idiocracy, the person watching shit on TV, he was literally watching a program called Kick in the Balls, where people kick each other in the balls, and then that's like your quality television. I feel like we are on a bullet train headed straight for idiocracy. This is entertainment. Guys think they're tough, they're just gonna randomly crush a beer can on you. Like, what?
way too far when he takes a beer can. I don't know if it's like a real beer can or like one of those breakaway like stunt ones, but he takes it and he crushes it on Raja Jackson's head.
It looked real to me.
You can see him get really fired up about it, and all the other wrestlers are also saying to Psycho Stu, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's not like a worker here or anything. That was too far. And that's what started this. And then Raja Jackson waited until their match. Then he stormed in and then beat him potentially to death for it. Now,
I mean, that kind of makes sense, bro. You kind of asked for it at that point. Like, it wasn't like I thought they were just matched up, right? And then he just went a little too far. But no, it looks like right before the fight. They were doing a little shit talking. Dude just crushed a beer can on the bro's head. That bro kind of asked for it at that point. Ain't no way this dude almost killed a man because of wrestling personality. Yeah. See, it was like literally because of that beer can shit. And like putting hands on him, like, bro, don't touch me. Like, what the fuck? You want to keep it in the ring, keep it in the ring. But if we're outside the ring, like, don't fucking touch me. Like, what the fuck?
Now, I think if Raja Jackson had swung on Psycho Stu after the beer can thing, you could definitely make a strong case that he was acting in self-defense. Because that is unexpected, it was unprovoked, and it was kind of a crazy thing for Psycho Stu to do, not knowing for sure if Raja Jackson was a worker in the event or not. It was a bad judgment call for sure from Stu. And he was just like way too fucking committed to being the heel. Like he was really deep into his method acting like fucking Shia LaBeouf style, and he did the beer can thing, and it was definitely over the line. But here's something a lot of people aren't showing enough of, that Psycho Stu was very apologetic when he learned that Raja Jackson was not a worker at the event. He apologized 3 times. They shook hands multiple times, and Raja said, like, hey, it's good, I get it. Multiple times. Meanwhile...
See, now you're adding new information. Okay, so they squashed the beef. What are you freaking surprised for? Were you sleeping? Did I wake you up, you fucking bitch, squirrel? Philip fell asleep. But anyways, yeah, so they squashed the beef, and bros still, like, beat him half to death. No, that's kind of, No, see, now they're both stupid, alright? They're both just wrong.
Wrangler donated $4.20 through Super Chat.
Oh, that W Wrangler. What's good, bro? Good to see you, fam. Yeah, dude, Philip can't even believe this shit. He was like, what? No fucking way. Thank you, Wrangler. I'll hit the pen for Wrangler. 420s in the chat. Hell yeah, bro. Where's my blunt? Hold on a second. I gotta grab my blunt. Let's go. What up, Spencer? Good to see you, fam. It's a party. Party at Neff's house. Let's go. What's up? Let's move that. That's in the way of my blunt. All right, let's hear more about the fucking streamer.
Well, he was just like bubbling with anger, waiting
Jesus
for
Christ.
his chance to fucking assault this man.
So fucking seal that.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, see, they shook hands, they squashed the beef. They shook hands, they squashed the beef. So, like, what the fuck? That means this motherfucker had zero reason. Parasocial smoking. Hell yeah, bro. Everybody grab their blunt and pass it to a fucker on the left.
Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah, hello. I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I thought you were camera.
I get it.
We're working out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Juice. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
know what I'm saying? We're always working.
What a fucking worm. This is some
like, what the fuck?
behavior here. This is some turbo ass. Raja Jackson is now pretending that he understands and forgives Psycho Stu, who is very apologetic, mind you, and he's explaining, like, look, I saw the cameras, I thought that this was like another work, that we were building a storyline, this and that, and Raja Jackson's like, no, I get it, and he's like shaking his hand and everything.
Oh, he thought he was trying to build a storyline for the match? Oh, because he saw the cameras? Oh, okay, so it was just a misunderstanding. And he got his ass beat for it.
Meanwhile, he is actively planning of assaulting this man, beating him unconscious and fucking leaving him eating meals through a straw. As he is like pretending to let bygones be bygones here and that they're on good terms. That's fucking unhinged. Now, before showing you some more of the aftermath here, let me introduce you to Psycho Stu. I think you should get a little bit of the lore behind this wrestler that Raja Jackson beat so severely, hospitalizing in the ICU, and apparently caused to flatline in the ring.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier. I got out of the military, I joined.
Well, damn. Okay, so he's just he's a vet. He's a country loving vet.
Knox Pro, you know, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. You know, a lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
Yeah. Psycho Stu is a veteran who was suffering from PTSD and found wrestling as a means of escapism.
Oh. Oh.
And fell in love with the sport. And now is currently hospitalized in the ICU, but apparently is stable, so hopefully Rampage Jackson is accurate with that claim that he is alive and stable. That would be wonderful news. But what an unbelievable set of circumstances that led to his hospitalization here. Yes, he made a mistake with Rampage Jackson's son here, not knowing whether or not he was a worker and still building the storyline anyway under the impression he was. But it's not a mistake that should have led to something like this, especially when he did everything in his power to try and rectify it and try and apologize for his mistake and explain why it happened and ensure that it was totally unintentional and there wasn't meant to be any bad blood or anything. And he thought that he did accomplish that, but clearly Raja Jackson didn't actually think so. He was just acting. Raja Jackson was flexing his thespian skills here when he was pretending that everything was okay between those.
Not his thespian skills. Cupcakes! Ooh, I could go for a cupcake right now. That was fucking slam, bro.
Two, because what he was actually doing was plotting a premeditated assault on Psycho Stu. Again, that potential argument of self-defense, that has poofed away like Timmy Turner's fairy godparents. That ship sailed a long time ago because he didn't act in response to the threat. Like, after the beer can was crushed on his head, which, again, he wasn't expecting, and that can be dangerous, but he didn't, like, act in the heat of the moment to defend himself from that or anything. Instead, he let it marinate, let his rage bubble up, and then waited for his opportunity to get revenge later. There is no longer a possible case of self-defense here. Like, yes, he was wronged, but he didn't, like, try and defend himself from that threat or anything. He pretended to, like, move on from it with the guy who did it. And
no, that went up in flames. There's no way, dude. He might get away with it, though. Is anybody pressing charges? He's not going to jail or nothing. What about the tea? What tea? Herbal or verbal? But yeah, did he get did they press charges or something?
And then waited to attack him later. And I think you can make a very strong case that it was attempted murder. At the very least, it is a premeditated assault, and based on the things he was saying leading up to it, and based on the behavior in the ring when he was delivering 27-ish blows to an unconscious man's skull,
that's
I
overkill.
really think there is a strong argument to be made that he was in there doing that solely to try and kill him. All of this on stream, mind you, and you can even see him respond to the news that the guy that he just unloaded 27 punches on in the ring while he was unconscious is potentially flatlined.
Hello?
Oh.
I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that, but now they can't wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
Well, he said he pissed him off, bro. You guys squashed it. You guys squashed the beef.
My bad.
You didn't have to do all that shit. I understand y'all had heat. You didn't have to fucking take it there.
I'll call you back later.
This guy does not seem to care at all. This is a fucking monster right here. In response to hearing that the guy flatlined, he just says, "My bad." That's crazy. Kratos had more empathy for the people that he killed in very similar fashion, by the way, with like, the unbelievable amount of blows to the head. But at least in Kratos' case, the people he was fighting, they were at least conscious. All of these were delivered to an unconscious man. A man who never even saw this coming, by the way, because he storms into the ring, grabs him, and then slams him. So it wasn't even a fight. But he walks away feeling so fucking tough and accomplished about it with no remorse at all for potentially killing this man.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro.
You are a bitch. Well, I'm sorry. You a bitch. You dealing with something. You dealing with some inner demons or something. Like, I don't know. If you get that mad that somebody called you a bitch and that you're willing to kill a man, then yeah, I'm sorry. That's some bitch shit.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Call the wambulance. This guy's having an emergency. Well, you sound like a bitch, bro.
From this with his chin held high, extremely proud of what's unfolded here. It seems like this might be the happiest moment of his life. The way that he is perceiving this is him standing up for himself. He is not able to have a grasp on the severity of what just happened here. He thinks that because the disrespect that he encountered earlier in the day, he was entirely justified to potentially murder this man.
Yeah.
And by the way, the wrestlers that were calling him a bitch, well, I imagine they were saying that because he basically sucker punched this guy potentially to death. The guy never even had a chance to fight back because he came into the ring when his back was turned, slammed him down, immediately knocking him unconscious. It wasn't even a fight, it was a surprise attack. So
that's a good point, bro. That even adds to the bitch shit. It wasn't even like a man-to-man fight. You ambushed the guy. Like, what the fuck? You ambushed the guy and then dropped him and then started wailing on him while he was unconscious. That's bitch shit.
I imagine that's what he's referencing when it comes to the wrestlers, like, insulting him. And the one that bit him, with everyone that was, like, getting on top of Raja to get him away from Psycho Stu on the ground, because he was still going back to try and make sure he was dead, it seems. Now, in the rest of the clip here, one of the wrestlers from the event starts walking towards them, talking to them, trying to get them to stay. Probably until police get there would be my guess. But he is talking to them, and he is shit-talking, trying to goad him into staying. And he's like talking about, like, I'll fight you right now, and then it's a back and forth. But Raja Jackson reiterates that he wants to fight more of them there. He wants to continue to beat people within an inch of their life there. It's scary. I cannot imagine...
Dude, he needs to get out of wrestling and join MMA. That's what he needs to do. Like, if he wants to beat up more people, he needs to join MMA.
In a world where he does not go to jail for this. I really can't. Rampage Jackson has tons and tons of money, sure, but I don't know if he's going to be able to outspend the attempted murder charges that his son just racked up here. Now, of course, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't have, like, a magic crystal ball that I can ponder the orb of to see the future, but my guess would be that there will be attempted murder charges for this incident. Because, I mean, I really think it's, like, it feels like that's what the goal here was when Raja Jackson was delivering these blows. I mean, I think at bare minimum, you're getting some serious assault charges. Like, no matter what, I think he should be thrown in the slammer for this. This behavior is completely unacceptable. He knew exactly what he was doing. He even on-stream states what he's about to do. And he clearly doesn't stop until he is pulled off and then still wants to keep going. All of these blows delivered to an unconscious man. Yep. How could you possibly say this is anything other than him trying to kill him? It's fucking sickening. Now, like I said at the start of the video, I've recorded all of this pretty much immediately after it happened, so we still don't know how Psycho Stu is doing, if he's going to pull through from all of this or not. But by the time I post this video, I imagine we'll have some kind of update, so I'll go ahead and put that at the beginning of the video. But as of right now, fingers crossed that he pulls through. Like, yeah, he definitely did make a big mistake with the beer can thing, but I don't think it's something that should have cost him his life here in this manner. This shit is unhinged. Anyway, that's really about it.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I hope he pulls through, bro. That's some wild shit. That is some wild shit. But yeah, that is some bitch shit, bro. You guys squashed the beef. What's going on there, man? That's not... Sounds like you're fucking overcompensating for something. Okay, like, can you regain control? Like, can you keep your composure and control and shit, bro? Like, that's how a man behaves, dude. Don't just ambush a guy from behind. The fuck? Right, dude? What an opener. What else is happening? What's going on with Hassan? I have not been following anything that has anything to do with Hassan. I get tired of seeing him on my feed, bro. That's all anybody talks about. Politics, heavy politics, Hassan Piker, or iDubbbz. That's all I've been seeing. But I am curious. Seems like he's just been snowballing. And then we can watch this Nux video about Pirate Software, because I'm curious about that one too. Pirate Software suing everybody. Man's a train wreck. You goddamn right. Let's see what's going on
So
here.
guys, there's 3 constants in this world. Death, taxes, and Tectone farming the fuck out of Hassan. There is another...
You're not the only one farming the fuck out of Hassan.
clip of Hassan crying and feeling so sorry for himself because everybody's against him, and it's just really hard as he's living in his LA mansion. His $3.4 million LA mansion, but people on the internet are mean to me. Hassan is the only guy who has everything in life, and yet still finds a way to be a miserable bitch every day. And
it's probably because he has everything. He has everything. He was handed everything. He never worked a day in his life for anything. Of course he's gonna complain about shit.
The truth. Because Hassan,
he's a spoiled little boy.
Fame, you have the money. Some might say you have the looks. Now, I'll be real, Hassan. I am far more attractive to you. Far more attractive than you. This is proven statistically, proven how I've been in relationships longer than you, because women want to use you for your looks, but nobody wants to commit to you because you're just kind of mid after the first night when they have to wake up. You're just not that good at sex, Hassan. You got to get better at it. Regardless, me being the better version of you,
I can't be the only one that thinks Hassan is ugly as shit. Does anybody think Hassan is attractive? Why do people keep saying that? I think bro's ugly.
Being the better version of Hassan, Hamas, Diddy, Osama bin Laden, Adolf Epstein, baby the I swear she was 18 Officer Piker.
I swear she was 18 officer.
So let's talk about it. Here we go. This is Hassan saying why no CCs are defending him. We'll hear his take, and then we'll talk about the actual reason, as we often have to do. Maybe I'll even ask Grok. Let's get into it.
A lot of the content creators that are in the periphery, quietly watching the events that are unfolding, their hope is that it just inevitably...
Tectone is low-key ugly, and he sounds like his nose is always stuffy, and Hassan looks like he wears dentures. Why is that so true, though? He does look like he wears dentures. That would be fucking hilarious. Hassan lost all his teeth at 42.
goes away. I think what they failed to recognize
is he actually going to start crying?
Failed to recognize that the lack of counter messaging.
Dude, meth mouth. I was going to say that exact shit. He looks like he has meth mouth, dude.
From progressive voices on this platform out of understandable fear that they might be harassed endlessly by some of the...
That's because liberals are fucking pussies! We all know it. Who do you want? Who do you want? These OnlyFans girls to come out from the woodworks? Actually, I sucked 10 dicks today, and I think Hassan's a great guy.
Based? Why the fuck? What? Yeah, dude, fucking right. Tectone nailed it right there, bro. Would you believe me if I said he got an article thirst trap as a PR stunt? Dude, why does that sound familiar? Did I hear something about that? I think people were making fun of him for that at one point. The money that had to been thrown to that, right, dude? I still follow all these guys, so I still see all the headlines and thumbnails and shit. So yeah, I did hear something about him doing a thirst trap something. That's fucking wild.
Everybody you surround yourself with is a massive bitch, Hassan.
Facts.
And that's why you are just like them.
Yes.
You are a massive bitch.
Massive
you
bitch.
You become what you surround yourself with. I've told you this a million times. You surround yourself with glad-handing, brainless, parading yes men. And you don't know what you're doing is wrong because you surrounded yourself in an echo chamber. The
Facts.
most diverse, deep echo chamber lack of diversity, deep echo chamber I have ever seen. The reason why these people aren't telling you that we agree with us online is because they don't. They say that to your face, but they'll never go live.
This is hilarious. Literally switched over from this exact video to watch this stream just to find out you were pretty much at the same part I switched over at. That is fucking hilarious. Well, welcome to the stream, Alexa. Good to see you. Yeah, fucking come on over. Watch this with us. This is fucking hilarious.
And say that because they're using you for your viewers, which, by the way, won't watch anybody else because they're not stupid enough to promote terrorist propaganda, and that's all you have is a radicalized group of terrorist
Facts.
supporters. And nobody likes what it is that you say.
Exactly.
Ludwig, what are your top 5 favorite terrorist organizations? As this
Yeah, everybody knows that you're on the wrong side of every issue. They can see that shit, bro. You're fooling no one. He's literally like, people aren't defending me because they're scared to. Yeah, because you're wrong about everything.
This is your best friend, right? Let's hear about it.
These rabid monsters has created an environment where the most loud voices you hear are the likes of Asmongold. And there's only one person who is actively in the top.
Dude, he talks about Asmongold every single fucking stream. Like, non-stop.
Duking it out with these people, and that person is ritualistically humiliated with ridiculous smears over
Not
and over again,
ritualistically.
turned into a toxic
Oh, no.
pariah.
Oh, no.
Hassan, shut the fuck up.
Fucking took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus Christ, you are insufferable.
You, Destiny, Ethan, you all argued near the same politics. But because you're further left, because you're both left, the left infight because you're all retarded. And even when you guys agree, you can't agree enough. So the reason why you feel alone is because liberals are retarded and they'll fight with people who agree with them because they don't agree enough.
Yes.
And that's why it seems like everybody's against you and why so many conservatives get along.
Yeah, because conservatives don't give a fuck, bro. We can disagree on shit and still hash it out and have a great time. Liberals will fucking hate you if you don't agree with them down the ballot on every single issue. And I'm sorry, Hassan, but even the liberals know that terrorism is bad. At least the ones that aren't fucking... I guess they all are. They'll find a way to fucking agree with terrorism at this point.
Because conservatives are like, you know what, you're right. Because conservatives talk with logic and libs talk with feelings. And I'm sorry, but that is how it is, and Hassan Piker is a great example of that.
What do you think happens at that point? If the only voices of political discourse is far-right voices.
This motherfucker just called Dan Saltman, Ethan Klein, Destiny, far-right.
Of course they are, because anybody to the right of you is far right. Like, you could be all the way to the left, communism motherfucker, but people who are pro-choice will be far right to you. Like, it doesn't... That's how fucking retarded these people are. Retarded radicals.
He can't even for 2 seconds actually understand that he is the product of his own disaster.
Yep.
Hassan, the reason why no one's agreeing with you is because you're retarded. I'm going to say this again. You were promoting Hamas. You were promoting the Houthis, people who kill and rape children. That's the reason why nobody likes you. And by the way, Hassan, if you're so alone, then why do you have so many viewers? Because people do agree with this en masse, but they're too stupid to understand the actual reason behind it. So they look to you for guidance, and even you're too stupid to fucking explain it. So you made a community of retards that all support extremist behavior, but don't know how to justify it. So you have once again created an echo chamber.
That is fucking perfectly diagnosed. You have perfectly diagnosed his situation. Well done.
Hope that helps.
And the only major voice of progressive politics is a guy that those far-right voices are explicitly attacking.
This guy is, oh my God. Dude, I cannot believe he is going live and saying this to his viewers and nobody is calling him out.
Because they're all stupid.
Thank you, chatter. There is more. There is more far left-leaning content creators on the platform, because from 2019 to 2024, everybody was going left-leaning due to COVID. It drove everybody fucking insane, and that is what advertisers wanted, was left-leaning content creators. Hassan, you cannot tell me 10 right content creators, and I can list you 100 left content creators. You are not in the minority. You are in the majority, and you're still losing this battle while you're in the dynasty, and you're acting like you're the underdog. Everybody knows that the internet favors the left-leaning liberals. This is the reason why you can't say the word retard on the internet. This is the reason why you can't say the word faggot on the internet. These are just words. Everybody knows these words don't mean what people think they do. They're just words that you call somebody when they feed in League of Legends. And everybody fucking knows this shit. There's a reason why content creators will get death threats if you say, well, actually, I don't want HRT and children. Because these left-leaning people on the internet have driven everybody else fucking psycho.
Yeah, and that's why everybody's losing their fucking jobs and shit. As soon as people started fucking attacking the kids, I think that's when everybody started realizing that, yeah, no, this ideology's not for me. Everybody was like, no, why don't you leave the fucking kids alone? That's when everybody started going to the right. But everybody was to the left before COVID, during COVID, when everybody was locked inside of their fucking house and had nothing to do but scroll TikTok and watch YouTube videos. That gave the government, the very, very left-leaning government, the perfect window of opportunity to just flood your entire feed with propaganda and make everybody even more left-leaning. All the way up until they were like, you know what? Let's put all this sexuality shit in schools. Let's get all the kids involved. Wouldn't that be fun? And then that snapped everybody out of it. And they were like, you know, no, maybe this isn't a good idea. And then you lost. And you guys need to accept that you lost the culture. You know, there's no coming back from it. Should have left the damn kids alone. You would have had everybody on your side still, probably.
To where you have to live in accordance to everyone else's emotions and mental illnesses. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You've been spitting facts, bro. Hashtag fax machine. Hashtag fax no printer, bro. A reaction of a reaction. I've watched Asmongold react to reactions of reactions. He's had reaction chains longer than mine. The chain will continue. Someone must react to me reacting to Tectone reacting to Hassan. The chain will continue.
We all know the internet is majorly ruled by left-leaning ideologies and left-leaning content creators. We all know this shit.
Yep.
Case in point, and by the way, I lived this shit in the Genshin Impact community. Everybody's a pussy-ass liberal, and that's the goddamn truth. No hate to you. No hate to you. And I want to make this very clear.
No hate to you, but you're a pussy-ass liberal.
I want to make this very clear. Whether you're left-leaning or right-leaning, I don't care at all. The only thing I want is for you to have common sense and be willing to talk with one another and see everyone's point of view. For example, I talked to Destiny, a very prominent leftist content creator, and I was just happy to hear his point of view, and he respected, I'm going to give it to him, he respected my point of view for a lot as well. Being able to hear that is very important.
Dude, I agree. Every time I see his dog, I feel bad for it. I was like, you gotta live with Hassan. Dude, and he's just feeling that energy too. That can't be good for the dog.
The problem is when you become a left extremist or you become a right.
We need to rescue Hassan's dog. Free Hassan's dog. What's the dog's name? Whatever the dog's name is, put it on a billboard. Free Hassan's dog.
Extremist, and your response to everything is, I'm right, you're wrong, I don't care why you think what you think. I'm not going to talk about this, I just know. Because if you identify with the full extreme this way, or you identify with the full extreme that way, you have become retarded, because if your view is not nuanced, and you say everything the right does is right, everything the left does is right, depending on either side, you are too stupid to understand nuance, because the world is a shade of gray. It is not black and white.
Exactly. The world's not black and white. Dude, I was thinking this exact same thing like yesterday. I was like, the world is nuanced, bro. You can't just be too hard or in one direction or the other. It's with every echo chamber, not just politics. Like left, right, fucking men, women, fucking all the race issues. Everything is nuanced. There's no black and white on any of the issue. And people are too stupid to realize that. And they go hard extreme in one echo chamber or the other. I looked it up. The dog's name is Kaya. Free Kaya! Look at this puppy. Look at the puppy. Look at the puppy. Free Kaya. As someone who writes for young adults, I'm disgusted by what kind of content is in the young adult section. R-rated materials in school, like what the fuck? Yeah, that's because we stopped paying attention. Like, when we started paying attention, we realized, oh, this is kind of fucked up. We trusted the schools, man. We trusted the schools. We were like, oh, okay, yeah, the teachers will know what's best for the children. And then all the parents stopped paying attention. And then they started putting pornography in all the school libraries. Like the fucking, my old high school had one of them gay pornography books. Like, what the fuck? They didn't have that when I was in school. So something happened from the time I graduated in 09 to, like, now. I think we got too trusting of the school faculty. And then when they put the gay shit in all the fucking porn in the school libraries, we didn't even notice until they brought it home as an assigned reading, and we were like, what the fuck is this? That's when we started to notice. And we were like, no, sorry, this gotta go. This has got to, no, we're not doing this. Operation Pooch Rescue? Yes, Holy Cthulhu. Rescue Hassan's dog with your mighty tentacles. We must free Kaya. I just realized Tectone put the flag behind him on the ceiling like Asmongold. Yeah, isn't that sick? I like that shit. I like the little flag here. I don't have my joint's attached to me now, so I can't point with it. But yeah, the flag there. I like the flag on the ceiling. I think that's cool. I remember when Kaya was in the stream where he debated Ethan and he started yelling as she woke up and started shaking. Oh yeah, I remember that, dude. Yeah, I freaking watched that with the wife when it was happening, and yeah, I did notice the dog started freaking out. It's because Hassan was getting loud as shit.
My honest perspective. Let's keep going here.
With regular frequency.
Dogs pick up on that shit,
is this
man.
how I find out Tectone loves Trump? Out of curiosity, from what I just said, what makes you think I am a Trump fanboy? I have gone on record many times saying that the Epstein files need to be released.
Yeah, Trump kind of fucked up with the Epstein files there. But yeah, the whole Trump is a whole controversial issue. It's best to not support Trump because there are a lot of people that don't. But I think all in all, Trump's doing a pretty good job. Dude, I'm going to be so for real right now. The streets of DC look fantastic. Okay. Like, DC looks great. I used to run into homeless people driving home from work. There used to be one on every single median. There was a homeless person with a little cardboard box asking for money and shit. I have seen zero. All the streets are clean. Nothing but civilized people walking around. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. I dig it. There's no tents, no fucking debris anywhere. There's no trash. Everything's just clean. It's kind of cool. I kind of like it a lot. There was this homeless lady that sat right outside of the 7-Eleven. She used to beg people for money, and I think she lived at that church that was across the street because all of her shit was like just right in the corner of that church, and she would sit on the bench by the road, just sit there all day. And sometimes she would go over to the 7-Eleven and she would ask people for money, and then she would sleep in the church or something. Well, she's gone now. she's gone now, and all her shit's gone. So I think they came and scooped her up. And there was another homeless guy on the way on my way home from work. He would stand outside of the same fucking red light. He would stand at the red light waiting for cars to stop, and then he would walk up to a car and just ask to roll the window down, and then he would ask for any money. And then if the car said no, he'd go to the next car. And he would do that every single day at the same red light. It got so bad to a point where I changed routes just so I could avoid him. Well, I took the same route for the last couple days, and he's not there anymore. He's gone. And I feel like I can actually go to that Shell gas station now that he's not there, chilling. You know what I'm saying? So the streets look pretty dang good. So say what you will about Trump, but I think he's doing a great job. Border crossings are at 0. We're the AI capital of the world. We're the crypto capital of the world. Fucking all these countries are investing money into us. So you might not like Trump, but you know, the good shit, he's actually making shit happen. And the streets are cleaner. I'm actually seeing a change in the streets. I'm actually seeing change, which is something that I've never been able to see before. I've never been able to say that about a president. Like, I am actually seeing change.
I've gone on many times talking about the pros and cons of tariffs. I've gone on many times talking about who is the best president to be elected at this time. I have said many times, once again, I'll be very clear. I love Donald Trump as an entertainer, but as a president, there's a lot of things he could be doing better. And let's just be completely honest. I think the guy's funny, and I think the content is good.
Yeah, but everybody could be doing better. like you're avoiding the good shit that he's doing, and focusing on the shit that he hasn't done that you think that he should be doing. Like, if you look at all the actual good shit that he's doing compared to other presidents who have done jack shit, yeah, it's pretty great. You have to look at his accomplishments. Stop looking at the things that he hasn't done. Should he release the Epstein files? Yes. Is he going to? Probably not. We should probably give up on that shit. But, you know, so you just gotta look at the accomplishments.
But I think we need a president that is less of an entertainer and more of a leader. Let's keep going here.
Look at all the deals that he's been making. He's been making a fuck ton of deals that have been benefiting the United States. All right, we're off Trump. We're off the Trump topic.
Perspective.
And I'll also be real. I don't think I'll ever be completely satisfied with a president. I think presidents are humans. Humans make mistakes, and I don't think we're ever going to have a fully 100% approval rate.
Yeah, nobody's gonna have a 100% approval rating. Nobody's gonna bat 1,000. Just focus on the good shit that he's doing. All right, and stop worrying about the shit that he's either not doing or can't do. Like, you gotta look at the shit that he's doing. What's the chat saying? Wish he'd do that where I live. Yeah, he should. I think he's going to Chicago and New York next. So he's making rounds to all the cities. He's gonna end his presidency with people wanting him to be the king and shit. They're gonna be like, can he just be the king? Well, after he cleans up all the cities and everybody's like, there's no crime nowhere. 0 homicides in DC for the last 10 days. Fucking 0. Fucking love that shit. I remember her. Oh, you remember the lady? Yeah. She's gone now. She used to stay at that church. She is gone now. I have not seen her in days. Same with that dude that was standing at the red light. I have not seen him in days. Near where I work in Oregon, there was an altercation with 2 homeless people fighting over a street corner. They almost killed each other. Yeah, that happens, dude. Like, dude, I get scared, like, just driving around and shit. They're literally on every street corner. Or at least they were. I literally have not seen a single homeless person. Which is wild. It's wild to me, bro. Oh, what's up, Dan? Good to see you, fam. They were fine. Police intervened. Ambulances were called, and some good Samaritans. Okay, good. At least that was all. At least that was taken care of. I have a 100% approval rating. People love me. I don't even know who you are. What are you doing? Who are you? How did you get in my house? Well, welcome to the stream, Dan. We're talking about politics, apparently, because I can't seem to escape it. No matter what happens, try to make a video. Yeah, I can't escape politics. Everybody's talking about shit. Focusing in on all the bullshit. Right, Philip? Yeah, Philip knows what's going on. He just kind of chill. He's there. You're there, right, Philip? Yeah, he's there. Just chilling, sore as hell after the New Breed Jesse Howard concert. That's cool. I don't go to concerts anymore. I'm too old for that shit. I chill in my house and make video games. Chill at my house. Play video games, make video games, and watch Disney Plus. Oh yeah, and talk about Hassan Piker and Donald Trump, apparently.
Ever in our lives. So I'm at least glad we get a couple memes out of it. Let's keep going here.
Dan's out of shape.
2028. Guys, she's a woman. She shouldn't be president. All right, let's keep going here.
Understand where that silence comes from.
She's a woman. She shouldn't be president. Bill Burr said it best. The art is that you gotta piss off both sides. You gotta say things like, Donald Trump is such a dope, he's actually gonna make me vote for a woman. And then you just stand back and let them go at each other.
From these other content creators, they don't see the way the sausage gets made.
Dude, he's literally about to cry. He's on the verge of tears, bro.
Better than Biden.
That this
I do agree having a president that's awake is better than having a president that's asleep.
is out of real fear of harassment that they do not want to invoke.
Hassan, I have never received more harassment in my entire life than what your community has done to me. You are not the victims here. You are the aggressors. You are the attackers. Hassan, I am called a rapist on a daily basis when I have done nothing. And the worst thing is, Hassan, when I prove my innocence...
Such is the internet for you. They call you names, and then that's what they brand you as forever. You just gotta let it roll off your back, dude. Such is the way of the internet, bro. That dude is a sociopath. You mean sociopath? Yeah, 100% sociopath. Hassan just, I can't with Hassan, bro. Wait, where's Alien Bros at? Somebody send the stream to Alien Bros. He missed the last one, and he dropped a comment that was like, oh no, I missed the last one. Because YouTube hasn't given notifications. Somebody send the stream to Alien Bros. Talking about Hassan reminded me of that. There he is. Oh shit. Speak of the devil. I was literally like, send the stream to Alien Bros. But yeah, dude's a fucking sociopath. He's literally on the verge of tears, about to fucking have a crying hissy fit. We have summoned the Alien Bros. Let's go.
I guarantee you aren't going to cover it. Because you do your damage, and then you walk away.
We're going to finish this video, and then we're going to watch Nux. I think that's the lineup. There was another Hassan video, but, like, it's probably just the same thing. Unless he's doing more shit. Which, I guess, would, you know, which I wouldn't, you know, put it past it. There to be more than one video content worthy, you know, of Hassan. But yeah, Nux is talking about pirate software, and I'm interested. More pirate software bullshit.
You are a living, breathing piece of shit. You are not
Facts.
the victim. You are the bad guy.
So they think, oh, everybody's right wing. This is cool.
Cap.
Reading an AI script? Yes.
Cap.
I'm reading an AI script.
His own chat said that, bro. His own chat was like, you reading an AI script? And hold on a second. My fucking a lullaby's playing in the background. He actually got kind of offended at that, so that tells me that he's actually might be that he actually might be reading an AI script. That would be hilarious.
This guy's retarded. All right, here's Asmongold's thoughts on Hassan's opinion.
You gotta stop bringing up the weird fucking shit where you talk about Gila Klein and being a valid military target.
Yep.
You think that if you think that you didn't mean it that way, then why is everybody in the comments of her Instagram saying that she's a valid military target? Why is that?
Neff using psionics to summon me, right? I guess so. We were just sitting here reacting to fucking Hassan, and I remember I was like, oh shit, where's Alien Bros at? And then like the fucking, and then you appeared like the fucking boogeyman, or the Muffin Man, or whoever appears when you say their name.
It's because,
and let me explain this for anybody saying, well, Hassan didn't mean it that way. How grossly negligent do you have to be as a content creator who poses yourself as the face of the left?
Isn't that Chank's nephew? Yeah, that's Chank's nephew. The only reason he has a fucking job. He was on the Young Turks for a little bit. He had a whole little segment on the Young Turks. Now he's a streamer. The number 2 most political the political streamer on the platform or some shit, right behind Asmongold, and he's been obsessing about it for the last like 2 years now. That guy.
To where when you're saying people that you are legally and morally obligated and allowed to kill, and then for no reason you just say, Gila Klein is just like them. What else did you think was going to happen, Hassan? You have 2 options. You are 1, pure evil.
Yep.
2, you're retarded.
I think he's a combination of both.
Take your pick. I choose option C, all of the above.
You never had to say her name.
See?
You never had
Combination
to
of
do
both.
that.
Nope.
Nobody asked you to
W.
do that.
Asman.
Nobody needed you to do that.
True
Nobody
Asman.
wanted you to do that.
I love Asman because he says everything that I'm thinking.
Yep.
And
you say everything that I'm thinking. Look at that.
I've been getting a lot of comments like that on my videos as well. Hearing, I love this channel because you say what I'm thinking. And content creators like Asman that say out loud the quiet part, I respect the fuck out of people like that.
Yep.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It
Same.
makes me glad we're usually on the same page. He doesn't like Dark Souls 2, and to be honest, I'll never forgive him for that because Dark Souls 2 is a great fucking game. I don't care what you say. But yeah, I love all Dark Souls games. Let's keep going here.
I don't even think you. I don't even know what you're doing. Like, what is this? So the problem is that a lot of people don't defend you because you do things that are indefensible. You do things like bringing her up whenever you're talking about valid military target. You do shit like talking about how terrorist organizations that kidnap people that are like complete third parties, like fucking Filipinos, for a year almost.
Yeah, that's where I take extra issue because I'm Filipino. All right. And yeah, I don't like that. Don't like the Houthis freaking hijacking my people, you know. Or my grandma's people. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't have any ties to the Philippines, but my grandma from there. You know, don't take too kindly to you harassing my grandma people.
You act like what they're doing is good. Like, that's the problem, right? You want to get people to defend you, you have to do things that are defensible. You
Tectone and bald as shit.
This crazy shit. And then, like, I remember, like, for example, when that one dude went and shot those 2 Israelis at the embassy, you go put your chat on sub mode, everybody's spamming hearts when you're reading the manifesto. Yep. Man, that doesn't look good. And I don't, the thing is that there's a lot of people like, everybody gets mad at me, but, like, I know.
What? Wait, he actually said that? That must have happened while I wasn't paying attention. Hassan deadass said Ethan's wife was a valid military target and it's legal to kill her. All because she served in the IDF, which is what you have to do as an Israeli citizen. So now it's like, now she's a valid military target. Yeah, how about you go fuck yourself, bro?
Oh, why? It's because I said some crazy. I said we gotta stop people from voting or something like that. Like, I know that people don't want to cash those.
We don't need to stop people from voting.
Like within the week. Oh, so this like just happened. He like literally just said that. She was a secretary. Oh, yeah. She wasn't even like active lines. Yeah, she wasn't in combat. Yeah, 20 years ago. So Hassan is just being a fucking piece of shit. Like, it's not even that. Yeah, he's fucking evil. Yeah, he's a dumbass. But he's literally just doing that to be petty. Like, oh yeah, she served in the IDF 20 years ago as a secretary, so it should be completely valid to fucking just assassinate Ethan's wife. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that'll really make all the lawsuits stop, bro, won't it?
We just need to stop women from voting. Okay, that's how we get the country back on track. That's what we got to do, guys.
Checks. And the reason why, I write some.
Go back to 1 vote per household. Watch the country change.
Crazy fucking checks. I say some wild ass shit. But the thing is that it's not my fault.
I will also say, I also too say some crazy ass shit. I often shit on OnlyFans girls so much. And to be fair, not all OnlyFans girls are bad. To be honest, the majority of OnlyFans girls aren't bad, but man, the ones on Twitter are fucking horrible. Right? The ones on Twitter, you know the ones I'm talking about. Now, I'm friends with a couple OnlyFans girls at all. I don't really care that much. But there are some ones that are fine. But I keep on saying all. And that's because, to be fair, a lot of OnlyFans girls on Twitter completely fucked my life over.
It's easier to generalize, like, I'm sorry. Like, surely there are going to be outliers, but it's easier to generalize when you're talking about stuff like that. It's a pain in the ass to have to correct yourself and be like, well, I don't mean everyone. It's just easier to generalize when you're talking about specific demographics. And people will just be like, oh, well, I'm not like that, just to be petty. Like, no, you know what I'm talking about, motherfucker. It's a majority of them. We just don't want to have to clarify that every single time we want to talk about shit. They think they think if you're guilty of the crime of wrong, think you don't deserve to exist, which is painfully ironic because they're the ones that are like, oh, you're saying that we don't deserve to exist because we identify as a non-binary man-woman. So yeah, that's painfully ironic. No to 1 vote per house. I know you're joking, but yeah, I was just joking. Give women their rights. Women are people. Okay, I'm just to clarify. Nobody cancel me. I do believe that women are people. That they deserve rights. The right to make me a sandwich. No, I'm just kidding.
Just because they were trying to engage with me. Anyways, you can think what you think. Let's continue.
Well, it's not their fault. It's my fault. Like, I say it because it's my actions. And so, you had to purge this entire Discord after the couple was assassinated. Yeah, it's bad. Yep. And so, like, if you want to have people defend you, if you want to have people be on your side, if you want to go to the streamer games, you want to be part of the, sponsor events, etc., you've got to dial shit down, man.
Yep.
And, I mean, to a certain extent, I'm sure if he sees this, he'll say, oh, you should too. You're right. There are some things I say that probably I'm a little bit too extreme about. It just fucking chill out, man.
Yep. True. Here's the difference. Asmund doesn't want to be invited to these things. He doesn't fucking care. Nicholas Diorio says that the internet would be a better place without Hassan and Destiny.
That there was a good reason to protect Destiny here, to defend Destiny here, because he's like, his enemies are so much worse than him. Me. Ironically enough, that's what they literally think. That I'm like actively terrorizing the country. I'm a hater of America. I want to.
Did I say?
Why is this guy saying that he's implying that he's not a hater of America? Hassan, you have gone on verbatim saying that you think the United States military is a terrorist organization and that the United States deserved 9/11.
Dude, hating America is bro's brand. What do you mean? How many times does he have to back a terrorist organization before we're like, yeah, maybe this guy hates America? I know, that's your whole thing. Hating America is your whole thing. As a man, I can make a better sandwich than a woman because I have mastered the peanut butter and jelly ratio. Well, that's great. Is it? What? You'll make a fine housewife someday, Ace.
What else do you think people are going to think when you say that while being a resident of the United States?
We let them fight. I think we let Destiny and Hassan fight this battle.
Sabotage.
Let them blow each other
America.
up.
I'm a terrorist, and he's the only bulwark against like.
If both of these guys stop streaming by tomorrow, I don't think anything of value would be lost. And even better, I think that well, not even better, but I think that everything going on in Israel or Palestine right now would be largely unchanged by that revelation.
Growing communism in the country.
The problem is that Hassan thinks he's so fucking important. Here is Hassan once again, dumbfounded by Hassan. Let's go again.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna say it again. This man has a problem these days.
Yep.
Where he sees he thinks that everything is his own perspective is like the world.
Yep.
Yep.
Brother.
Yeah, he's the only one with this perspective. Oh shit! Look at that. I'm reacting to Tectone, reacting to XQC, reacting to Hassan. Keep the chain going. Somebody react to me. React to me reacting to Tectone, reacting to XQC, reacting to Hassan.
He is living inside of...
Oh shit, there's another guy right there. Hold on a second. There's another guy right there. So XQC's reacting to a guy who's reacting to Hassan. Or is Hassan reacting to a guy? I'm confused. Oh my god, I've lost myself in the reactception, you guys. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Of an echo chamber.
If anybody makes transactional collabs, it's him. He's the only one that sees things like that. He's the only one who sees these things the way that, buddy, you are making your own world. We don't. Not everybody lives in that.
What's going on? Oh, the streamception, right, bro? Oh, there's so much happening. I just wanted to watch some Tectone. What's all this? What's all this? Anyways, what was I thinking of making a video about? I gave you a list of things that I was thinking about making a video about. I don't know. I did hear about Destiny being a sex pest, though. Wasn't he sexting a 17-year-old? I think I heard something about that. Yeah, it's bad, and the YouTube algorithm will probably hate it. Probably. My last video got demonetized. But that's because the old boy was beating his dog and shit. I don't think YouTube liked that very much. But that's okay. Shit happens.
That world. I'm losing my mind out here.
I think like the big nuclear bomb, in terms of like my generation, like no longer
allegedly, in my opinion,
collaborating with one another and no longer having a sense of community with one another, I would say was a.
But yeah, the YouTube algorithm was probably gonna hate every single thing. Every single thing that I was thinking about making a video about, it's not gonna like it. I try to find some things that would be friendly, but you know, I don't know. It's difficult.
Like,
come on,
during COVID, XQC's mistreatment of other content creators kind of started this drama a little bit because he would just like.
Can you translate what XQC said? XQC said you're Canadian. Yeah, of course. He just said, Hassan, the only one making these issues that you complain about is you. You're the product of your own issues. You live in your own world. You think that your world is the only world. You are delusional as fuck. That is what Hassan, that is what XQC just said.
He needed to translate that. Dude, if even XQC, bro, Hassan has made an enemy out of literally the entire internet. What is going on here, bro? Watch Markiplier's gonna come out of nowhere and be like, Hassan, you motherfucker. Watch Jacksepticeye start making videos about it. Hassan, top of the morning to you, laddie. We're going to talk about Hassan Piker.
Every content creator like a fucking NPC.
What you guys heard was yeah.
The volume gets more and more quiet, right, dude? Because we want to talk over the fucking volume, so it's getting quieter the deeper you go into the reacception. It's fucking wild, bro. Was not expecting this. This was not where I saw the day going. Not where I saw the day going. But Hassan can call Nux a pedo, though. Dude is whitelisted or some shit. Right, bro? Pirate Software is free views if you need a good thumbnail. Just expect hate from his fans. I think we're talking about him next. Fucking Nux just did a video about Pirate Software. I'm interested, and I'm going to use it as an excuse to talk shit about his game because as a game developer, I can tell when a game is coded like shit.
Ordered tremendously for that. No one.
Dude, chat, guys, I am not okay. Guys, I was making jokes with the chat. I'm no.
Wait, hold up. Your granny? Granny has become a big fan. Granny Ruth? Granny Ruth has become a big fan of that channel, Nuxanor. But she keeps calling him a. Keeps calling him a what? Oh, he keeps calling him a her because she thinks that character looks like a girl, so I have to fight with her that it's a him. Welcome to anime, Granny Ruth. All the guys look like girls, and all the girls look like girls, and all the dogs look like monsters, and everybody's having a good time. Everybody's got superpowers. Welcome to anime.
Dog major. I'm actually feeling about this. This man actually needs help.
Yep.
I'm not. Somebody's gotta check in and just sit there. Are you okay? Yo, Hassan, we care. Are you okay, buddy? Is the man okay?
Anything about it, and a lot of people just like kind of let it happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't even just GTRP.
Straight
it was
up,
like
man.
Us, GTRP,
Somebody give Homeboy a house call, bro. Somebody's checking on him.
Serious collaboration. Like that's where it initially started.
Fucking
that's where
insane.
Initially started. And you know, there were some people who called him out. I wonder who those people are.
Jesus.
And, you know, they got yelled.
I'm the only one who does anything good on this platform. Everyone else is an enemy. Everybody else really wants to defend me, but they can't. Trust me, guys. I mean, dude, him saying, all these streamers want to defend me, but they can't. It's just like, dude, yeah. Guys, I have a really hot girlfriend. They're just at a different school. But trust me, guys, she's real. Everybody's begging.
All the VTuber girls have big tits for no reason. That's facts, though, dude. Like, why? I'm pretty sure half of their viewership comes from guys just oogling their tits. Oh shit! There's no way they're saying anything that interesting. I just dropped my headphones. Some of them are cool. Like, there are some normal-looking ones that are pretty cool. Leaflet and Ansari, they do, like, gun cleaning streams, which is wild. Well, I think that's pretty cool.
To defend me, but they just
a lot of them are just overly,
okay,
just, like,
dude.
out of just wild
yeah,
for no reason.
Of course.
Too, like at the
Absolutely.
time,
100%. You're such a good person.
And then after that, it just, like, kind of kept spiraling over and over again. Then there was the kick ordeal. A lot of these guys were getting money.
God, I would love to see, like, a psychiatrist or a therapist, like, psychoanalyze what Hassan thinks about himself. And here is Hassan pissing his pants and attempting to poison the well of any critiques that Ethan Klein sends his way. Because, guys, it appears that we're getting a content nuke part 2 that's even worse than part 1.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're getting a content nuke part 2. Oh, fuck. I'm going to be watching that with Asmongold. It'll be like a 2-hour Asmongold video. I'll be watching that shit. I'm curious the percentage of people that watch female VTubers with no sexual attraction towards the VTuber. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it's not a whole lot of them. They probably have a whole lot of parasocial relationships. They're like idols. They're like idols from Japan. You know, idols have like a whole bunch of people that are just attracted to the person. Yeah, they just build these parasocial relationships.
Let's see.
They have like 5 or 6 clips of your friends accidentally seeing stuff on your phone, which they're assuming to be nudes, including Cutie on a Fear End episode. Without context, that could be anything. That could be a weird text message.
Ooh, or just live stream the next content nuke. That's a good idea. Idols are Korean. Oh, my fault. No one cancel me. I mixed up the Asians. As an Asian, I am ashamed. I'll go grab the podium immediately.
That unless they're going, wow, I just saw a nude of a random person on your phone.
What?
How the fuck are they interpreting that as?
What?
How the fuck are they interpreting that as like me showing people my you know, the news that I've gotten or something?
I'm confused. What did he just say?
I think it's insane that Hassan has, 1, sexually interacted with his community and got them to send him nudes, and then 2, distributed those nudes to his content creator friends. And the fact that that has not been punished yet is psychotic to me.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. What just happened? So wait, a viewer sent Hassan nudes, and then Hassan sent those nudes to other content creators? Like, what? Isn't that illegal? I don't know. I don't understand. I like Smugglana. I like Smugglana. She's cool. There's a couple of them that I like. But why would you do that? Like, that makes no sense to me. And why has it gone unnoticed? Hassan keeps accidentally showing his friends girls' nudes that he sends him. That is illegal. It's happened multiple times. What? Wow, bro. Yeah, I am not caught up on any of the Hassan drama. Well, no wonder people keep talking about it, bro. It keeps getting worse. What the fuck? How has nothing happened yet? I'm so confused.
Go ahead, think about it, big man.
Wasn't Ethan's whole shtick showing a prolapsed anus to people without their consent? Yes, he did do that quite a bit. It was a big bit on a show.
I think there's a big difference between showing a...
I'm being ordered to drive up the road, so I gotta run. Oh, okay. I see. You're just gonna do what a woman tells you. You're just gonna let a woman order you around, huh? You guys? No, I'm just kidding. You better go run those errands. You have to provide for the family, Dan. You have to provide for your family, Dan. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.
Prolapsed anus, a random prolapsed anus on the internet, compared to sexting with your community, receiving nudes from your community, and then distributing those nudes from your community to your streamer friends. There is a large difference between watching a porn star online versus distributing the nudes that your girlfriend sent you. Yeah. And the fact that you were going to act ignorant to that fact speaks volumes.
Facts.
And I believe he even did that at one of his live shows where they were not checking IDs. So we might have actually shown a prolapsed anus to minors, as a matter of fact.
Wait, what the fuck?
Of course.
What is happening?
That's different.
And by the way, Hassan, just because someone else did something wrong doesn't make the thing that you did that was wrong right. It's the same thing. When Denims called me a rapist and I called her a whore, we both deserve to get banned. Now, I'll be real. She deserved to get banned way longer than me and then didn't get banned. But we both did something bad. What she did doing bad doesn't make what I did right. So you can't say, well, this guy did something bad, which means my thing's good. That's just not how that works, Buttercup. She is a whore, though.
What?
It's not. I'm telling you, dude, he's going to release a video on your and he's going to frame it to make you look
She is
bad.
a whore, though.
If anybody watches a video from a 40-year-old man who has spent the last year...
I don't pay any attention to Denims or any of Hassan's orbiters. But yeah.
Here we go. Call him a sex pest. Here we go.
He's stalking me.
Stalker.
Whose obsession, whose psychosexual obsession,
his psychosexual obsession. Okay. What the fuck?
40-year-old psycho, obsessed, psychosexual, stalking.
Pathological.
Was
so clear and present that it was basically calcified in a GQ article by a random
Denims
journalist
is a rapist?
who brought it up himself.
Wait, what? What is going on with all the fucking orbiters? It just keeps getting worse. How is Denims a rapist? What'd she do? Who'd she rape? Alien, respectfully, where the fuck did you hear that from? Yeah, who'd she rape? What happened? Was it a child? I don't there are questions. Defamation lawsuit would just genuinely be the move. All right, Wrangler. Thanks for swinging by, brother. But yeah, like, what the fuck?
Self is going to watch a YouTube video like that and go, yeah, he's not the weirdo. The guy who is actively trying to frame as a bad guy is the real weirdo here. That's on them.
I can't wait for Hassan to lose everything and to see him at McDonald's and say...
She raped Destiny's bed. What? The sad face emoji is just sending me right now. Wait, did she rape Destiny's bed with another guy? That wasn't Destiny? Is there a video talking about this? I must... Why is Hassan just surrounded by the worst people? And then he's crying. He's like on the verge of tears that nobody's coming to his rescue.
I'll have a double cheeseburger, sir. After he says, hello,
Put
sir,
the fries in the bag.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Little boy.
Dude, if Hassan ever becomes unemployed and he has to work at a McDonald's, I'm going to move next to it and make him give me my breakfast every morning. Oh, man.
That would be hilarious.
And I'm going to slightly mispronounce his name every single time I order from him just to piss him off. All right, that's it for the Hassan news. However, we have a couple more things, like Hassan's butt buddy, this guy who he groomed by the name of Dean Withers.
Not Dean Withers. Oh, that guy's fucking... he's just retarded. No, I want a cheeseburger. Oh, that would slap right now. One of them B&E burgers would hit. Not joking, that actually happened. Either it was Nux or Tectone that made a video on it. Ooh. Ooh. Sounds like some juicy tea there, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more information on that. This shit's just getting wild.
Here is the child that Hassan groomed, and this was a very funny bit that I saw.
Would you support anyone that's accused of SA?
If they were found, like, convicted of SA, no, I want to support them.
Why don't you take a look down at your shirt?
Was Tupac convicted of that?
Yeah, he was.
It's not hypocritical because I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't? Are you going to wear the shirt again?
Probably not, no. Found it in my girlfriend's closet.
It was a gift? Your girlfriend shirt. So your girlfriend supports someone that's convicted of SA?
Neither me nor her knows anything about, truly like anything about what Tupac did or didn't do.
So it's okay if someone supports Trump. And that's your main argument against Trump, is that he's a despicable person and he's been accused of SA. But you have someone on your shirt that you're wearing right now that was convicted of the same crime.
Bro, do you expect me to, like, take my...
Oof. Okay, oof.
shirt off right now?
Yeah, take it off. if you're offering to get naked, I think you've lost the debate.
I think you should go change.
Do you want to see my body? Is this is weird?
I think you're projecting, but no, I think you should change right now.
Well, I'm not gonna go change right now. Thank you so much for telling me that about Tupac. I had no clue. That's very kind of you to inform me.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Dean got completely butt fucked by this dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna take my shirt off right now.
So you do support him?
No. I'm just not gonna take my shirt off.
Right, you don't have to take your shirt off. Turn it around.
Dude, he's getting fucking just destroyed, bro. Like, what the hell? You can see him getting, like, actually upset. He has no idea what to say. It's been a couple weeks. I legit can't remember whose video it was. I was going to link it. Yeah, link it, dude. I'm curious. I didn't even know those two were even fucking... were even in the same circle. I mean, I guess I should have. Destiny's a leftist. I'm pretty sure he knows other leftist streamers. So I guess I could have probably guessed. But yeah, that entire fucking circle seems to be getting exposed. Destiny's fucking talking to minors and shit. What the fuck? So no muffin, but I got water and I'm gonna be hydrated as hell. Let's go. Yay, hydration. Do I have water? No. I thought I had water. I have my wine glass Swiffer. There we go. I can point with this. I can clean people's faces. Look at that. There we go. I forgot about this.
I'm not gonna turn my shirt around. No.
Why not?
Because that would be like uncomfortable to do.
Dude, he got completely ass fucked, bro. Completely ass fucked. He tried to make it so weird and like project. Oh, well, you just want to see me naked? Shut the fuck up, bro. You just gotta understand.
Can we put on some positivity later? Sure. No, I don't know how she makes her money. we'll throw on some feel goods in a little bit.
Understand, not everybody looks into every single thing everybody's done in the history of the fucking planet. And now here's the last thing about Lacey owing Aiden Ross 10K. Also, yo, Lacey, me and you have the same dog bed. And also, Lacey, I would like to let you know, Mango is better than your dog. And I want to make that very clear. Let's keep going here.
What's stopping y'all from just taking the 10K that everyone wants and just go gamble it? And then we just flip it real quick. Oh, I said it was 10K.
I don't know what this is, and I don't really care anymore. You are no longer talking about Hassan. What else is going on? What is going on with my fucking background music? It's turned all fucking soft. Let me fix that shit real quick. I gotta reset it. There we go. Now then. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Destiny gave her the key to his apartment so she could come there if she felt unsafe with the guy she was with. But instead, she brought the guy there when Destiny wasn't home. Dude, Destiny just stays getting cucked, bro. Like, what the fuck? How does that... Destiny's bed sees more action than he does, bro. What the fuck? And was still there when Destiny got back? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. That would be the second time that I've heard of Destiny getting cucked, bro. That is fucking... that's what your dumbass get. What did you think Denims was gonna fucking do? Wait, all of this was because Destiny refused to fuck her? So Destiny rejected her, and then she got him back by fucking somebody else in his bed? Is Destiny gay? Can we just go ahead and say that? Like, what the fuck? What's going on with Destiny? That sounds like some juicy ass tea, bro. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find that. Can we find that? That's a clusterfuck of no thank you. Right, dude? That sounds like a lot. He's known as bi. Off topic, saw there's a Jussie Smollett documentary on Netflix. Supposedly it proves his innocence. Probably written and funded by Jussie Smollett. Motherfucker's entire story didn't even make sense. I don't envy those people. Yeah, same. Can we find that? Can we find that video? Did you say Nux did it? Oof. Still driving. We'll send when I get home. Okay, yeah. Drive safe. Stop texting and driving. What the fuck? Stop distracted driving. Will this send it to me? What is this? You're an asshole, Ace. I can't believe I fell for that. But yeah, send it when you get home. We'll watch something else. We'll watch something else in the meantime. We're gonna edit that out. Edit that out. Edit out the Rickroll. Edit that out. What else is going on?
Lil Nas X was arrested in Los Angeles, ended up in the hospital, and then got booked for hitting a police officer. So early Thursday morning, police received...
Philip, edit that out. You're pulling into the driveway? Alright, I think we can wait. I think we can wait until Alien Bros gets in the driveway. Where's my wine glass swiver? There it is. Boom. Philip, edit that part out. I have been embarrassed. I've been humiliated on stream. Edit it out. Yeah, pull into your driveway,
walking around
and then send me the link,
wearing nothing but his underwear and cowboy boots. And obviously, as we now know, the man was the popular musician Lil Nas X, known for his hit "Old Town Road," which basically became the most famous kids song in a while. And then he followed, essentially making every kid's favorite song in America.
I respect that. Opportunity knocked and you seized it. You seized the opportunity. Well done, sir.
With a whole plethora of controversial social media stunts that kept him relevant. Because he had this massive kid audience, and then he started doing stuff like putting real blood in shoes he sold, and then lap dancing the devil in music videos, and so on and so on. Those are the first two that came to mind. But because of those past social media stunts, people are now asking, hey, was this a real breakdown, or is this another attempt at headlines? What's going on?
Probably another attempt at headlines.
Let's get into it. So, early Thursday morning, multiple videos began surfacing online of him.
No, he looks. I don't know. I can't tell. He's in his underwear, wearing cowboy boots. Like it sounds like it's either a stunt or he's drunk. He might have been fading into obscurity, and he needed to do something crazy.
Him wandering around the streets of LA. He was singing, taking off his shirt, and even put a traffic cone on his head. Basically acting like if he was filming another music video, except the backup dancers are police officers and the special effects.
Yeah, I love Lil Nas's music, bro. Some of he had some bangers, dude. Like let's not get nothing twisted, okay? Bro had some bangers. I like something. I like a lot of his songs. But Lil Nas X the person seems to be a little unhinged.
They're all in his head. Speaking of police officers, though, reports say that when they actually showed up, he charged at them, with one officer claiming that Lil Nas X even punched him in the face. So I don't know if that's the best way to restart the career, but hey. Public Information Officer Charles Miller said that upon arrival, the suspect charged at officers and was taken into custody. He was transported to a local hospital for possible overdose and placed under arrest for battery on a police officer. So after a few hours at the hospital, once they realized he was physically safe to transfer, they moved him to Valley Jail in Van Nuys. Officially, he's been booked on misdemeanor charges for obstructing an officer and suspicion of battery. As of now, he's still being held. Now, this whole situation isn't just coming out of thin air. A few months back, Lil Nas X actually told his fans that his life had been pretty difficult in the last couple of years.
Hey guys, don't look at my furniture-less house, but I want to say...
Why are you wearing a bonnet, bro? You don't have any hair. Why is it like what? see, it's behavior like this that just makes you like clean yourself up there, bro. What the fuck?
Because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm being flaky and very, very all over the place, but
No, you look very crazy right now. You look very crazy. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. You see the eyes? you look very unhinged.
I was for a long time, you know. These last few years were pretty difficult for me. They have been pretty difficult for me, and I'm just now like arriving to this place of feeling confidence in myself and what I'm doing, and I'm trying to make sure I put intention towards my music and my vision and the creativity of it all. And most of all, I really want to make sure I have fun this time around. I don't think I got to have as much fun during the Montero era because I was more overly focused on, I don't know, making sure the songs did well.
He said he's been losing confidence, struggling with mental health, and that his last music era drained him so much that he just wants to make it fun again. And honestly, yeah, degrading yourself on camera for millions of people to see is not good for your mental health. So I definitely see his point here. But he's also been open about how he's coped, smoking a lot, using psychedelics, and dealing with hypochondria after.
I can see that. You see how look in his eyes, bro? He looked like he wasn't really all the way there. His soul is getting chipped away, piece by piece. So yeah, he could have been on some sort of psychedelic trip while he was walking around in his underwear, bro, punching cops and shit.
His grandma passed in 2018, and that's basically where you're afraid that you are sick or will die in some way. And I think this is a little bit common because I struggle with this as well, but it comes in waves with me because I think it's some trauma response because I've had a handful of friends my age just pass away recently. So essentially you do the, oh wait, what's that weird feeling I have? Oh wait, why is my heart racing suddenly? Wait, why am I breathing like that? And then you Google it, and then Google's essentially like, yeah, you're gonna die. And then you're like, oh now obviously that's an exaggeration, and most times you're completely fine. But if you mix that whole charade with, God forbid, any psychedelics or anything else, that's a bad cocktail. It's safe to say you can easily spiral on that. And
that's why I don't do
this
drugs.
year, he landed.
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay?
In the hospital after part of his face literally stopped working. But he later said that was temporary, but still, that's pretty alarming considering he's only 26 years old. So yeah, behind all the outrageous headlines and troll level stunts, there's clearly been a lot going on with him. And it's very possible that it was just a breaking point as well, or maybe even a cry for help. But here's where things get a little bit complicated, because people aren't fully convinced that this was a psychotic break. It's not exactly news that Lil Nas X has a long history of turning controversy and taking that and turning it into, you know, streams on his music or plugging his new project, essentially. Because as I mentioned to some of those stories earlier, you have the Satan shoes. I don't know if any of you guys remember this, but Lil Nas X, he dropped a handful of sneakers with a company called Mischief in 2022. Where essentially they dropped actual human blood in 666 shoes, which they then sold. And Nike actually sued them for this.
Isn't weed a drug? Well, yeah, no, maybe. Only do the drugs that are pre-approved by one particular purple-haired VTuber. That's me. Any drugs that you want to do have to be stamped and approved by Nefarious.
But they sold out in less than a minute.
Otherwise, don't do drugs.
And if I remember correctly, the YouTuber Justin Wing, I think, got a pair.
I just Lil Nas X, and I have good news and bad news.
The good news may be that the Old Town Road performer is getting a lot of attention lately. The bad news could be that some of that attention has been controversial and has even led to a lawsuit. 21-year-old rapper Lil Nas X timed the release of his newest video with the launch of a pair of sneakers, and both have made headlines.
But here he essentially created the most controversial merch drop in history. And of course you also have the Montero video where he pole danced down to hell and gave Satan a lap dance. And that outrage turned into streams, and boom, one of his biggest hits were born. And then, of course...
The video was kind of... The video was blasphemous as hell, but the song kind of slapped.
Of course, he had his fake pregnancy photos, which were just full-on maternity shots, belly out, flowers.
Yeah, a lot of it is rage bait, but you can kind of see his every single time he starts to slide into obscurity, he does something wild. Yeah, he's just baiting people.
Everything. And the internet, as usual, was very split on that. Some people were outraged, some people were laughing at it, other people were like, bro, what are you doing? And then you also had the whole J. Christ rollout where he used crucifixion imagery to once again promote his music. And because of, you know, what he did there and his past music, that pissed also a lot of people off. But it kept his name relevant, and therefore that led to streams. Now you have this whole pattern of Lil Nas X. He doesn't just drop music, he drops chaos and then follows it with music. So basically his branding was weaponizing shock, which brings us to now. Half naked on Ventura Boulevard, cowboy boots on, charging at cops like it's some kind of GTA side mission, then ending up in the hospital for a possible overdose before getting booked. Did this really happen, or is this another stunt? Now, the first thing that's a little bit interesting is all of these images and clips, they're coming from TMZ. Every other news outlet I'm seeing cover this hasn't been able to get a response from Lil Nas X or his team, and that could be because he's laying low, but I kind of doubt that. Also,
sounds like a stunt. Like, if TMZ is the only one that's, like, they're allowing to talk about it, it sounds like it's a publicity thing.
So, anyone else notice how fresh his shoes and underwear are? Like, if someone is, like, ODing and, like, fully wiling out, are your underwear and shoes that pristine? I don't know. Like, for someone who is completely losing it, he looks very well put together. But I mean, on paper it looks like a meltdown, but with Lil Nas X, you never really know. Because here's the thing. The line between personal crisis and performance arts, that's always been pretty blurry. I mean, is this just his own version of trying to fabricate Britney shaving her head? Because I mean, if you look at some of these clips from TMZ, it looks like he's singing to a camera.
This news comes after Lil Nas completely wiped his Instagram August 19th before posting.
Yeah, it sounds like he went a little off the rails there, and he's trying to remain relevant.
A series of cryptic pics as well as teasing snippets of several unreleased songs. With one of the posts including a selfie of the 26-year-old wearing a fur coat, cowboy hat, and bright red lipstick with the caption, "Oh no, she's gone mad. Crazy, I tell you."
Again, it's hard to say, but currently, Lil Nas X is being held without bail. And no, that doesn't mean the judge decided he's a supervillain who can never leave jail. It's actually just really odd that he's not offered bail. In fact, LA County has this like zero bail policy where most people with low-level charges, they just get released right away. He'll have to wait until his first court appearance on Monday, August 25th, though, when a judge will take a look at the whole situation and decide bail, release with conditions, or keep him in.
Tomorrow.
Again, this is pretty odd. So either something fishy is happening here, or this assault on an officer was actually pretty serious. Now, let's talk the charges, because this menu is not short. The big one is battery on a peace officer, and here's the kicker. It can either be a slap on the wrist misdemeanor or felony with up to 3 years in prison. So,
Ouch.
Pretty wide range there. Depends on whether anyone actually got hurt. Then
Yeah, I don't think that was severe enough for that. You zoned out. Not a whole lot. I think he might have been on some drugs. Oh, no. It might have been a publicity thing. Because TMZ is the only one that knew about it. Or TMZ was the only ones that allowed, that he allowed to talk about it. Everybody else wasn't getting a response. And then his clothes were rather nice for somebody who was... his clothes were rather nice for somebody who was freaking out and overdosing and shit. So, they think it might be just a publicity thing.
you have your classic resisting arrest, which is usually a misdemeanor worth up to a year in jail. But if prosecutors decided that he treated it too similar to a WWE match, they could bump it up to resisting an executive officer by force or threats, which can hit either as a misdemeanor or a felony. And let's not forget assault on a peace officer, public intoxication, or even under the influence of a controlled substance if hospital tests come back messy. What's probably not on the table though is indecent exposure, because as wild as white underwear and cowboy boots look on Ventura Boulevard at 6 in the morning, it's technically not illegal. And honestly, definitely not the worst thing
he was still
you've seen
covered,
on Ventura Boulevard. Also, it's
gonna be hard to argue indecent exposure. He was still covered.
People in LA called the cops on something like that, because there's definitely bigger fish to fry. Now, obviously, the bigger problem here is running at the cops like you're in some linebacker tryouts for an NFL team. Just trying to visualize this whole situation, it just seems like a fever dream. So yeah, bottom line, Lil Nas X is stuck in jail until Monday. Then a judge decides whether to cut him loose or make him sweat longer. If this stays at misdemeanor level, he'll probably get treatment, probation, and some kind of like diversion program. But if the DA decides to push the felony button, he's looking at some real time. And I'm really not trying to be insensitive here, but it's kind of reading a lot like brand promo, but like there's no proof of it, so I'm kind of stuck in between here. And obviously, if this is not...
Watch, he's gonna come out with an album called Punching a Cop. I punched a cop and I liked it. Call the Pope to take him away. Yeah, the only right answer is crucifixion. He needs to be crucified at this...
on a stunt, then it's just kind of heartbreaking, because he has been open about mental health struggles, self-medicating, and even dealing with partial paralysis earlier this year. Maybe this was just a really bad night and he really needs help. But history tells us one thing. Lil Nas X, he thrives on headlines. Doesn't matter if it's sneakers, music videos, handcuffs. Chaos is definitely a part of his marketing plan, and if he really does drop new music after this, well, don't say I was surprised. But hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like on this video, and YouTube thinks you'll like this one, so...
There's nothing there, Atozy. You goofy goober. Yeah, Lil Nas X does not look like he's doing well. Still looking? You're having a hard time finding it? Oh no. Yeah, there's a lot of Nux has covered a lot of different things about. What was it about? God damn it! I need to stop smoking so much weed. He says with a joint in his mouth. Dit. Oh yeah, the fucking denim shit. I forgot about that. God damn it. Yeah, Nux has covered a lot of the Destiny shit. Apparently him getting arrested and all that. Yeah, and yeah, Nux's videos be long as shit. I am curious though. That sounds like some juicy tea. Let's see what's going on with the Pirate Software. Oh, there's the Meat Canyon shit. Let's see what's going on with Pirate Software. And then if the video comes up, you know, we'll take a look at it.
I have exclusive information that things
Stop freezing.
might be so
There we
much
go.
worse for Pirate Software. So a lot of you don't know what's going on in the behind the scenes streamer world because a lot of you guys don't have YouTube
Don't put a pole up or nozzle tance on it. Right, dude?
channels that are being targeted by YouTube for potentially promoting something dangerous. Now this is Pirate Software over here, and animation made by Meat Canyon. As you can see, this video is age restricted. It's not super new for Meat Canyon. A lot of his videos get age restricted.
Yeah.
This is not a big deal. But what if I told
He does
you?
a lot of horror shit. So yeah, and it's like weirdly animated horror shit. So I could see how it would be age restricted. I do like Meat Canyon though. I think his videos are cool.
That every person that reacted to this Meat Canyon video about Pirate Software got their video.
Just looking at the fucking code. Ah, no. I lifted myself. It's his code. Hunger level. Mood fussy. Needs breastfeeding, burping, and cuddles. The code is just funny.
Video removed by YouTube, and the only reason why Pirate Software's video managed to survive and remain up on YouTube is because it has some sort of artistic argument that it's art and therefore not necessarily bannable. Now, there is one scene in particular in this video that YouTube has been going around destroying, and he blurred it out. If you want to go watch the original.
Right, dude. If bro made like a full-length horror film, I think it would do really well. Just curious, Neff, do you know MF Doom? I do know MF Doom. He's popular for some reason. He's the guy that wore the mask, right? Well, a lot of them wear masks. But yeah, I do know MF Doom.
Original, it is blurred out at around the 30-second mark. It's this hilarious meme about how Pirate Software, who always claims to know everything, he's explaining to women about how they are breastfeeding wrong, and then he shows them by sucking his own nipple. Apparently that is considered sexual content, and therefore that is why all these videos have been getting taken down.
I can see that.
It's specifically for that little few-second clip of Pirate Software sucking his own nipple. My reaction to this obviously also got taken down by YouTube, and so has a lot of people. A lot of people messaged me about it. YouTube's been on a warpath. Now, I want to make this clear. I have never, in my life, as a content creator, ever seen YouTube do this. Never. Now, there are a lot of instances where YouTube goes around and takes videos down, says some certain videos are not, applicable to be around on YouTube. But I have never seen YouTube go on such a warpath on a specific few-second clip. Now, I'm not saying that Pirate Software is a second-generation Blizzard employee that worked at Blizzard for 23 years or anything that might have anything to do with it. I'm not saying that's the case, but I am saying I've never seen it before, and this is really weird. I'm just asking questions. Now, Internet Anarchist just made a video called The Satisfying End of Pirate Software. He just released this video within the last 24 hours, so we're diving into it today because things got so much worse for my man. I do believe he is in bed with the most nefarious tactics ever.
Whoa, hey, he's not in bed with me. Hey, I have been in bed with zero people. Except for the wife. Let's make that perfectly clear, Nuxanor. He is not in bed with Nefarious.
To take out his critics, and I do believe he is sitting there not so patiently waiting for everyone to fall apart. We know that he has this malicious streak. People tried to help consumers, and out there, Mr. Pirate Software removed the nipple from his mouth.
Oh shit, you found it? It was Tectone? How long is it? We might pull it up here right now. Is this another Rickroll?
Boys, there's a content
Jesus Christ, it's long as shit.
Internet prostitute. Content
It's long as shit. It's about an hour long. We might not watch the whole thing. But yeah, I am curious as to what's going on here.
Adams, 2 hours of ripping into this bit. I'm playing this shit on increased speed. Let's get into it.
Yes, we will return to Nuxanor in a little bit.
I'll take any opportunity to shit on this creator.
That terrible video.
Because I will say this. Denims is somehow a more stupid, more irresponsible version of Hassan. I actually think that Denims is more harmful to this platform than Hassan, but has way less viewers, so she hasn't reached her full power level yet. I am hoping to God she loses her channel from the Ethan Klein lawsuit.
Follow, subscribe, throw a prime. It makes sense why he doesn't care about Palestinian children when he is neglecting his own. How is this happening? How is this happening? There's no point in engaging in good faith with people who aren't good faith actors.
Dude, it's been so nice never seeing this bitch ever.
There is no point in engaging in that way. You should respond to people the way that they respond to you. If they are dishonest liars.
Has she been quiet since the lawsuit dropped? Has she not been streaming? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
It's been great. And you can make fun of them.
The house is spotless.
Our house is so clean.
We live in a crazy world right now where, like, you can just spend no time at all researching something.
Rob Denims keeps yapping. It's time to launch the nuke. Have it make an impact in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Oh shit. Oh, there's it's a content nuke on Denim. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I've been wanting to do this video for half a year now, and it's time to once again give Denims a taste of her own medicine. She's continued to involve herself in controversy.
He just bounced back and forth just to cover her chest. Now there's zero reason to watch her.
The controversy, always betraying herself as a victim when the going gets tough. And instead of the tough going...
Oh yeah, you can't hate Denims because she's wrong and a horrible person. No, it's because you're misogynistic and you hate her because she's a woman.
She's
Which is technically also true, yeah.
To dig her feet into the ground. Instead of covering each occurrence one at a time, I'm doing one massive video exposing her long string of lies throughout 2025. From her sketchy accusations...
I've never seen a 3 out of 10 woman have an ego this large. It's insane.
Against Destiny, to the false narrative that led to a CPS
right,
call, the failed lawsuit against Ethan Klein, and her continued violations against basic copyright law, it's time we set the record straight and nuke what's left of Denim's crappy reputation.
Here we go, let's see it.
Before becoming an orbiter of...
Oh, okay, it's like right at the beginning. Okay, good.
Hassan Piker, Denims used to orbit around the liberal streamer Destiny.
Really?
But seemingly, instead of trying to fuck Destiny, Denims was going after one of his most prominent chatters, Atlas.
I never knew that!
Following TwitchCon 2019, the two would enter Destiny's apartment without asking multiple times.
She was
resulting
a
in drama
Destiny
that ended when Denims left the GGG community.
I thought the only thing she orbited around Destiny was his cock and balls, because that bitch was down bad for some Destiny dick.
I don't see why. Look, why Destiny? What? This motherfucker's ugly as shit. Why are all the ugly fucking dudes? I don't understand. Why are people down so bad for all these ugly dudes?
Grudge against Destiny for discussing that situation on stream, and has debated him multiple times over the years. In January 2025, it was publicly revealed that Destiny had been sharing revenge porn of his many sexual partners, which had leaked to the internet. One of these partners, Pixie, is currently suing Destiny, which he'll most likely win due to all the evidence against.
Man, I would feel so stupid if I actually recorded porn of a chick this ugly. That's crazy, bro. Destiny risked it all for that? Like, are you serious, bro? Bro, that's insane. Like, holy shit.
Against him. Denims would discuss this situation live on January 24th, deciding to bring up her own allegations against Destiny.
Like he has so many victims.
I think it is low standards. I think their standards have dropped. That like there are a lot of women that are looking for like liberal men, and since all the men are moving further and further to the right, it's harder and harder for liberal women to find liberal men. There have been videos of there's just compilations of them complaining about it. So I think that might be it. They're looking for liberal men, and they're not finding any because all the manly men are right leaning. So that's probably explains that.
And he has done this same shtick over and over and over again, where he reaches out, or other women reach out to him who are 18 or 19 or 20, and he does the same song and dance where he tries to use and abuse them, and then discard them when it's no longer relevant or useful for him. And unfortunately, I made the mistake of not having had sex with him, and after that point, he decided to just do a full smear campaign on me. And
oh, clout? Yeah, you're right. That's fair. It's clout and money. It's as simple as that.
Threatened to leak non-sexual. In this case, I feel like it's important to recognize that because these people have had to deal with him.
Destiny had sex with adult people, and then once he was done having sex with them, he didn't talk to them anymore. Man, that's horrible. Is that a crime though? I don't think so.
Leaking sexual video footage or audio footage, but then
now him recording shit and sharing that shit is weird as fuck. 100%.
Yeah, no, that is illegal. Fucking just hooking up with people and not calling them ever again. That's normal. That happens in the dating world. You get used to it. Everybody does it to each other. But like to record the event and then spread it around, that's illegal as fuck.
Non-consensual, illegal recordings of me. We had a conversation, and he recorded it in California, which is a two-party consent state, which you cannot record people without their consent, and then threatened to leak that. And I thought that the audio recording was of a different nature, and I was super scared. I was terrified, and that was me thinking it was something else.
So here, she is alleging that Destiny recorded an entire conversation secretly without her consent, which is indeed illegal in California. She was afraid of Destiny mentioning these recordings because she thought they were of a sexual nature. Now, what's really odd about this is that Denims doesn't give any additional context. She keeps things
so
vague.
vague.
The reason why, as you might suspect, is because
Destiny recorded a conversation we had. Okay. What was it about?
Isn't being entirely honest. First of all, she never gives a time frame of when this all happens, which she does to make herself seem younger than she actually was. She claimed she was 20 or younger when the situation happened to make herself seem vulnerable.
At the time, I think I was 20, and maybe I was even 19, I don't remember. He was 30.
This situation would have occurred in late 2019, because that's when she stopped associating with Destiny, and she
That part doesn't matter, you're both consenting adults.
Wasn't 19 or anything, she would have been turning 23. Her birthday is publicly available online. Yes, Destiny is a bit older, but they're both over the legal drinking age. The reason why Denims doesn't
Wait, she was born in 1996? Yeah, she's the same age as my brothers. My brothers were also born in 1996. So yeah, no, she's well above
the contents of these recordings is because she'd have to bring up the old TwitchCon drama, a situation where she was obviously in the wrong. Destiny was mad at her, not for just simply going into his apartment without asking, but for having sex with Atlas Q in his own bed.
We walk into the...
What? That's what your dumbass get, bro.
The elevator, take the elevator up, I open my door, and I come into my empty apartment, okay? Me, Caterino, and Melina, sigh of relief, drop our bags. And then Denims pops her head up over the loft and says, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And we're like, "Oh, what's up?" And then the guy pops his head out over the loft and is like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Oh." And so at this point, there's a lot of very strange things going through my head right now, okay? Namely, the idea that, like, I'm incredibly uncomfortable. That, like, and I don't know if this person would do anything, but the idea that a fan of mine was in my house for a whole day. Now that figure is contested. Okay, other people say he wasn't there for a whole day, he just came and left or whatever. Like, around my unlocked...
Oh, he came and left, all right. Sounds like there was a lot of coming and going from your apartment there, guy.
Emphasis on came.
Computer.
That's what I said.
Like, actually is the worst infosec, like, mishap I think I've ever had in my entire life.
Now, how is Denims able to go inside his apartment? Well, at TwitchCon, Destiny told her that she could stay as a last resort, in case she wasn't comfortable staying in Alice Q's apartment. Denims instead went there because I guess fucking him at Destiny's house is kinkier or some shit. The non-sexual recording of Denims was actually a conversation the two of them had, about her pretty much just squirting her cum all over Destiny's bedroom. Typical behavior for...
Why would you say that? Ugh. Ew. Ew. Oh god, you're such a disgusting whore. Why the fuck? Well, god damn it. This is nasty.
Her, I'm sure. Destiny would share this recording of Willie Mac's show during their interview, and I'll play the entire thing for you.
He needs to burn the entire bed and get a new one. Like, why the fuck would he do? That's so gross.
I was not allowed to be in the apartment?
Fuck no.
Really?
Fuck no.
Why was I not told that he was not allowed to be in the apartment?
I wouldn't assume you would bring a stranger into my apartment without asking me. When volunteers drive you back, I don't know how you feel 100%.
I hate when people say, because you didn't specifically tell me, how was I supposed to know? Maybe because I thought you weren't an idiot. Well, why didn't you tell me not to set the child on fire? Because I assumed it was obvious, man. Well, you should have told me.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Why would you invite a stranger over to a house that's not yours without asking the person? That's just scumbag behavior, bro. Like, what the fuck?
God, it's such a woman excuse.
Because you don't talk about any of this stuff, which is fine. So like, if you're like in an awkward situation, right? I'm trying to be a good guy and give you a way out. Like, hey, well, my apartment is open if you want to go in. So that gives you the ability to either say like, oh no, it's okay, I'll go in, or okay, thanks for offering, I'll go to your apartment. That wasn't like bring into my apartment for him to have free reign in here for a day. Okay. Holy shit, that is so weird. Yep. And not only that, but you couldn't even lie about it correctly. You told 3 different lies to different people. You told Melina, I would never, and I got into.
I never said that.
You did. I looked at the text. You did.
OMFG, no.
Yes. So okay, OMFG, no. So I come home, and you're both still here. Why? Why would you put me in this weird spot where I have to come home and see an incredibly creepy f***ing guy that is such a weird position in my community that's been trying to get me to stop talking to my ex-girlfriend because he's trying so hard to f*** her. He's now f***ing somebody else in my bed, dragging his f***ing hairy balls across my f***ing blankets. Okay?
Ew.
Oh my god. And so we leave for an hour.
Fucking ew.
So we leave for an hour and come back and you're both still there. Oh god. I don't know if he's like, I need to get like a few more logs or pictures off of Destiny's computer. Holy I don't think I've ever had somebody fuck me that hard where I've tried to like offer somebody something in my entire life. I don't think I've ever been like so burned on something before. Holy shit.
Destiny claims he
Dude. That is fucking crazy, dude. That is, ew. Fucking ew.
For this because he knew she'd lie about why he kicked her out. And she would indeed do that, spreading a narrative that she got booted because she wouldn't fuck Destiny. Now, should Destiny have still recorded this?
Hey. Smart man. Smart man. Because you know that, but you're like, oh, and then he's like, oh, you can't stay with me because you won't blow me. Yeah, bro. Dude, don't trust these motherfuckers at all. Gee, bro, it is so hard to be a man in 2025 when every woman is looking for another easy way to make money by saying, oh, and then this guy sexually assaulted me. It's fucking pathetic because no victims can be taken seriously right now because there's so many fucking liars. Jesus, it's so bad.
Well, no, it is illegal. Can I understand why he did it? Maybe a little bit, though it's completely reasonable for someone to use this in order to craft a narrative that Destiny likes to record things without consent.
I don't
the problem
trust
is that Denims is a grade A.
I trust a grand total of 0 of them.
I've gotten to a point where I will no longer go anywhere with any streamers unless it's on camera or I'm with 2 people that will testify that I did nothing but stay by their side their entire time. I am that disenchanted with the stream world. I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Every party I've been invited to, I have declined for over a year because I don't trust any of these motherfuckers anymore. Absolutely not. Pass.
A liar, and she's doing this to rewrite history and avoid accountability for her mistakes. There are some more legitimate claims against Destiny and Denims. Throwing herself in with these real victims is nothing.
This is a great video. I'm glad we're watching this. This is a great video. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe to Rob's Media. Link down below. I'm sure there's a YouTube video. This is awesome.
Short of vile, just really evil behavior. All this does is give Destiny a W, something he'll use to at least partially restore his image and possibly weaponize it against those he's actually hurt. This isn't Denims being an imperfect victim. This is her taking advantage of a very serious situation in order to get an own on someone she's held a grudge over for half a decade.
Yeah, wow.
It's insane how women want to get a dunk on men, so they'll be like, oh, well, I'll just get him labeled as a rapist. Oh, I'll just get him labeled as a sex pest. Oh,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that wasn't on my 2025 bingo card, bro. Didn't even know that they were even fucking associated with each other, let alone fucking in Destiny's bed, dude. Destiny just keeps on getting cucked. But yeah, denims is fucking gross, dude. What the hell? I don't understand how that's just gnarly. But yeah, that was it for the Destiny portion of that video. Back to Nux, talking about more pirate software.
To say, I hope your project fails and dies, because he's obviously a corporate plant, in my opinion, and he should not be trusted with anything. He also has been exposed as a fraud for multiple reasons. He is so mega fucking giga cooked, it's crazy. And I'll have you know, every time.
Oh wait, yeah, let's see what the chat's talking about here. These the type of stories only liberal streamers can even talk about, because no one is mentally ill enough to be pulling and seeing the light, right, dude? Facts. I'm too antisocial for parties. More than 4 people passing a joint. Bullshitting is too much. Yeah, same. I like small gatherings. Not a huge fan of parties, you know what I mean? But putting a whole bunch of people in a house, I end up getting claustrophobic and shit. And stuff always ends up happening. No, give me like a good group of like 4 or 5 people. Just passing a joint. Talking about other times they got high. That's perfect.
Time I talk about pirate software from this moment going forward, I vow that if I remember, I will be referencing him sucking his own nipples, because I do believe, personally, he is involved with convincing YouTube that those few seconds are somehow sexual content, so YouTube went around and deleted everyone's reaction to that Meat Canyon video. That's my belief. I have no evidence for it other than this is really fucking weird, and I've been doing YouTube for a long time. So lock in, boys and girl. Let's enjoy the satisfying end of the most
Yeah, doesn't Pirate Software have like 2 million subscribers? I'm pretty sure he has a YouTube person. I'm pretty sure every big channel has a YouTube representative. So he probably convinced the representative that yeah, sucking his own nipple was somehow sexual.
egotistical freak on all of YouTube.
Pirate software is what happens when you give someone with a massive ego a microphone and an audience. Not only
just because you have a deep voice and you say things confidently does not mean you are correct. That was literally his whole shtick. Oh, Neff, did you see the Pirate Software Meat Canyon video? I did not watch it. Should I have watched it first? I was hoping Nux would talk about it because he showed a little bit of it at the beginning.
does he have...
Dude, it's so funny because, like, as a shorts creator, right, he blew up, you get through YouTube Shorts. Like, he would never have survived without YouTube Shorts. Because imagine watching this guy, like, for hours on end. Like, imagine watching...
Like, he would pop up in my Shorts feed, but I always thought he had kind of, like, a weird demeanor. He had a weird energy about him, so I didn't like him. I guess I was correct. Is that the link to the Meat Canyon video?
Yeah, Chad, so today I was supposedly cursed. I saw this woman breastfeeding her child in a non-optimal way, so being the kind of man I am, I showed her how to do it.
In a non-optimal way.
Correctly. I told her you should have the child latch at a 30-degree angle. That way, when her milk begins to extrude from the channel, it will flow more rapidly with the babe's suction, as followed.
Yeah, I can see how that could be considered sexual.
She got irrationally angry when I proved her wrong and put a curse on me. Not that I believe in curses or anything.
The curse is real. Look at your legs.
Oh.
I can barely feel it. Pain is actually an illusion played on by the mind that...
You fool! Don't you see your arrogance? Need I remind you that's what got us fired from Blizzard?
Yeah, so I...
Not the Blizzard. Oh shit, did you guys know fucking Pirate Software worked at Blizzard?
Worked at Blizzard for 7 years? I barely think about it. It's actually funny, Chad. I'm considered the first second generational hire at the company. Not that I even think about it.
You're not even streaming right now!
No, I knew that. I knew that, and I was just practicing before I go live. It's the most optimal way of stream.
You're not even streaming right now.
Streamer stays fresh when.
Oh, damn.
You can at least admit that telling a woman how to breastfeed her child was wrong.
What is the fucking shit? Junji Ito? What in the Junji Ito is fucking going on here, bro? Look at that Uzumaki spiral going on.
I would be willing to concede such an argument if it wasn't something I'm so well versed in. Let me explain. You see, a gypsy's breast is typically in the cup size of B to C, albeit small. It provides ample milk for her freshborn.
Oh, he's putting his foot in his mouth.
Your ego is going to kill us. Admit to yourself you can be wrong. For us.
I can be wrong. But I just think a mother should breastfeed her child.
Oh, that's his foot. That's his foot swirling around his stomach. Ew. Ew. That was pretty good, dude. Yeah, I have not seen that. Dang, this makes my toes curl. Right, that does it for you, I guess. That is right in your realm. You like that, didn't you? No, you need to clean up your act. Clean up your act there, frickin' Pirate Software.
Watching long form videos of this smug ass just being wrong. Now, he could hide his power level. He could hide his retard power level by making YouTube shorts and being, like, super intelligent for, like, 10 seconds. But there's no fucking way this dude could survive with long form videos. One of his first ever long form commentary videos was saying that the Stop Killing Games movement was bad. And it ended his career.
Yeah, dude. The only reason it ended his career is because he doubled down on it when he was proven wrong. He could have totally saved his career if he had just been like, oh, my bad, I read that wrong, now I understand, so yeah, now I support it. But no, he doubled down because he's such an arrogant prick that it ruined his career.
Ended his career. Holy shit. Wait, actually, I have to go look at his Twitch stats right now. Twitch just recently removed everyone's bots. Pirate Software. I'm just curious what his actual... Oh, his last stream he got 1,000 viewers. There's no way. All right, so for those of you that are unaware, this was him before the drama.
Ooh, that's a huge
right? This
drop.
was him at the peak before the drama. He was getting 15,000 live viewers a stream. After the drama, it was cut in a third, and he's been getting around 4,000 to 5,000 live viewers in a stream. They deleted bots here, and he got 3,000 and then 1,000. So that means of his remaining 5,000 live viewers, seemingly half of them were also bots. I don't think we've ever seen a downfall quite this.
What's going on with Twitch? They remove all the bots, so now the view numbers are more accurate. Jesus Christ, look at that shit. He lost over 10,000 followers. He's losing 216 followers an hour. Jesus Christ, yeah, his views are plummeting.
Like, this is insane. Holy shit. He loses 200 viewers an hour. Like, 200 followers an hour. Unfollow. Insanity. Anyway, this is just me gloating over the downfall of a retard.
Have some of the worst takes the online gaming community has ever seen.
Oh shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's you.
Yeah, probably. Listen, if he can program a video game, if he can code a video game, he can code programs and like bots and shit. I wouldn't be surprised if all the bots were his. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to.
And that's where it all went wrong. What an egotistical freak. I'm gonna tell people to destroy this thing that you are literally doing to help people. I'm gonna tell people to destroy your movement. Bro, this guy literally fucking destroyed himself. And the most...
Yeah, like I said, if he had learned more about it and went like, oh, yeah, okay, well, now I understand that it's a good thing, then he could have saved his career. But instead, he was like, no, you guys are all wrong. I'm right. And you can all go fuck yourselves. And now he's losing followers. And people are making fun of him.
Hilarious way
He has
ever.
turned into
Also
a lol
seems
cow.
deathly allergic to taking accountability.
Wants me to sit down, grovel on my knees and be like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Yamato. It was all my fault, the mage.
Even Dr. K.
They want me to grovel on my feet and take accountability for my mistake. What?
Also, that's not his real voice. He uses a voice changer to make his voice that deep. It gives his voice more of a podcast feel to it. Like, that's not his actual voice.
Fools, buffoons, I will never take accountability for my mistakes.
A professional psychiatrist failed to make him realize his own arrogance.
I think sometimes the thing about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality, I'm just trying to give context.
So that is the problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase. This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this.
Yeah.
That is the most arrogant statement on
ever.
Like, tell me I'm wrong.
I don't see it that way.
I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way, says the arrogant man. No.
Oh my god. He just cannot. He just cannot. I just don't see it that way. I don't see it that way. You know.
And the moment the internet saw his true...
How do you even get your voice that deep? Like, I can't even do that. Like, my voice is that naturally deep. I can get it deep. But I can't talk like that consistently. It's so monotoned and fake sounding.
colors, it was all downhill from there. Even then, the one thing he still had going for him was his technical prowess as an expert game developer.
The one thing he had going for him was this thing that he literally tried to trick the audience in the world into thinking that he actually had.
And an elite hack.
Wait, what? What was that?
Prowess as an expert game developer.
The one thing he had.
Oh, an expert game developer? That was the only thing he had going for him, because his code is shit. He put everything on a single switch. And he just calls that switch with every fucking thing. So this switch has like 200, has like hundreds and hundreds of different things attached to it. And I wouldn't be able to like explain it to you guys without some sort of visual, but it's fucking, it's spaghetti code like some shit. It's just the overwhelming amount of things you'd have to remember. It's such shit.
Going for was this thing that he literally tried to trick the audience in the world into thinking that he actually had.
And an elite hacker.
Elite hacker? There's no way he... Did he actually call himself an elite hacker? I mean, this dude's too busy having sex with ferrets or whatever he does on it.
Like, why would you even be this inauthentic? Like, I don't understand. You don't think the internet's gonna find you? And then expose you at some point? Like, why would you make up this many lies about yourself? Like, I don't understand. Oh yeah, I'm an elite hacker. I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. I'm an expert game developer, even though I'm completely ripping off Undertale. Yeah, so like follow me. I don't understand. I'm gonna use this deep voice and talk very confidently, and that's gonna trick people into thinking I know shit.
His free time, allegedly, in my opinion, that was not an allegation. That was a joke. Don't sue me, Pirate Software, because he's been going on like a spree, like copywriting people, trying his best. In my opinion, the lawsuit phase is coming soon. You could mark my words. This dude does not like being made fun of at all. to the point that I think, arguably, out of all, like, dude, Meat Canyon made videos making fun of everybody, okay? He made those animations making fun of literally everyone. Logan Paul and Sneeko and Andrew Tate. None of them sued him. None of them complained to YouTube. And I think that his Pirate Software one was basically one of his more tame ones. But there was a clip of him sucking his own nipple, and now YouTube goes around and...
Yeah, dude, I watched somebody do a video on Pirate Software's game. So, like... his puzzles are trash, dude. Like, I'll have to see if I can find that one too. Bro, like, his fucking... He's completely ripping off Undertale, but at least Undertale had actual puzzles. His puzzles are, oh, take this block and move it that way. And then the door unlocks. Like, what the fuck? You can make his entire game in using RPG Maker. And you can make it in like 2 weeks. And it's taken him like what, 8 years and $20,000 raised, and he still hasn't done shit with his game.
Takes down everyone's, including mine. All right, this is how I know about it, is because mine got taken down by YouTube. So, like, you know, like, we know what's happening. We're not all retarded, okay?
It was a lot. So after that, I ended up going to work for the United States Department of Energy because I'm a hacker, offensive security guy, and
I'm an offensive security hacker, says Ferret Fucker 42069. That was a joke. Obviously, I don't know how many times he's fucked ferrets.
hacked power plants for the federal government. And now then I quit, and now I make video games on the internet.
Hacks power plants? Oh, dog, there's no way this is true.
I hacked power plants, and then I quit, and now I'm a game developer. A decade? What? It took him a decade to make that trash. He's the new Yandere dev. Yeah, dude, I would have to see if I could find that video of that dude talking about his game. Cause like it's pretty bad to have been. He raised 20 grand of his fans' money and did nothing about nothing. He did nothing. 11 years, or something like that. Like, it's crazy.
First, second generation Blizzard employee over here. Oh my god.
I've been doing this for a couple.
So I used to work at Blizzard, making believe I coded video games, and the government hired me to take down Al Qaeda, and I turned that down because obviously I wanted to have sex with ferrets instead.
Well,
that was a joke. Obviously, I don't think that there's any evidence he's had sex with ferrets.
Well, as it turns out, much of what he claimed might have either been a flat-out lie or, at best, an over-the-top exaggeration.
When Pirate Software told everyone...
That's his game. Hey, there it is.
His magnum opus, the game he's been working on allegedly for years. Now, a lot of people think that that they should hate him because he has a big ego. I don't think so. I don't actually think that you should dislike Pirate Software for his ego. I think it should be a lesson to you. All right, a lesson to you that ego will destroy you if left unchecked. I don't think you should hate him for his ego. I do
hate him
think
for
it
that
is
fucking
valid
game.
to dislike him because he might have scammed his audience.
Yeah.
With raising tens of thousands of dollars
Yeah.
for a video game that he never fucking released.
He's still not finished with it. He's only finished with one level. And he's been taking it's taken him 11 years. Like, I've done more in my game, and I've been building it for a month and a half. My new one. I'm making a new game. I'm making a new game, a new combat beat-em-up style game. And I'm almost done with the first dungeon, and it's only taken me a month and a half. Like, if he wants to do it, he'll do it. Otherwise, he's not gonna do. Yeah, that whole fucking shit. 20 grand. He raised 20 grand for this piece of shit. This what is that? Endless runner where you're throwing eggs to fuck? What is that bullshit?
Maybe that? I think that's probably the worst thing he's done. Like, I know, like, he goes for legally, allegedly, copyright striking game developers that make fun of him, working to try to get videos taken down on YouTube potentially. You know.
Is that Vladimir Putin? Hacker man.
Like, throwing shit around, getting into like beef, you know, not taking accountability. Like, these are character flaws, but allegedly scamming people. I don't know. I feel like that's just a whole other level.
He worked.
Like, I'd like him infinitely more if he just decided to say the N-word. This is a fact. This is.
It looks like just a disgrace to pixel art. Yeah, and the pixel art's not even his. He didn't even do it. Like, he paid somebody to make all the art. All he's doing is coding the game. and he hasn't done shit. In the story that he's doing, he's trying to do some like big story about mental health, but it just looks like a self-insert where the main character has fucking mommy issues. That's what it looks like. All right, Ace, I'll see you later, bro. Thanks for stopping by, dude.
It's a true fact. Like, if he decided, you know what, fuck it, I am an asshole, and just rips the N-word, I would be like, you know what, I respect you for it. I would. True. This is a true Nux fact. Definitely subscribe for more true Nux facts. And you know what? I could bet you that my audience, I could bet you that the majority of people would agree with me. That you would respect him more if he just said, you know what, I am the asshole, and then rips one. In my opinion, that would redeem you. You should do it.
On video games for 20 years. Said he worked as a hacker. Why did anyone believe him when this was what he was putting out? Why did it take this long for people to...
Like, this is like mobile game type shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? This is like a indie game. You do this in an afternoon type shit, bro. Like, what is this fucking game?
Call him out for being a fraud.
This, by the way, this was the demo version of the game that he was allegedly working on. The chase chicken.
I'm not even gonna drop a demo, bro. I'm gonna finish the entire fucking game and then I'm gonna drop that entire bitch. Okay. Like, fuck all these demos and shit of stuff that never gets fucking accomplished. I like get so tired of it.
Simulator.
When this is his magnum opus that took him
And it's all furry shit.
8 years. 8 years of perfecting your craft for something a middle schooler could make. This isn't the work of a professional. This isn't even the work of an amateur.
See, when I see this, you know the first thing that comes to my mind? This gameplay? The first thing that comes to my mind is how could we immediately grab this guy to offensively hack power plants for the US government?
It's pathetic.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're revisiting...
Hi, I'm Nuxanor. I slop around, but I'm very funny and a little bit offensive. Also slightly racist, but not like too racist. Just the right amount of racist. Definitely subscribe to me also.
The man who's currently going
facts,
through
bro.
one of the most spectacular downfalls in YouTube history.
It's good.
Pirate software.
I'm enjoying it.
How everything is
This
built...
is cinema. It really is. Like, if I would argue that, like, the actual Nuxanor canon is, like, political events and, like, world-changing stuff, this is absolutely filler, but it is like the best filler arc of all time.
built over the years is unraveling right in front of his eyes, and it's only getting worse with each passing day. Since, while being supremely arrogant is bad enough, pirate software might even get in
I saw this when it dropped, so I'm happy Nux is reacting to it.
legal trouble for defrauding his audience.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying, man. I think it's so much worse. I think it's so much worse.
Now, I've already made a video going over the major controversy that initiated his downfall, but if you haven't watched that video yet or need a refresher, here's a quick recap to get you up to speed. Pirate Software, aka Jason Thor Hall, is an ex-Blizzard employee who, after allegedly working for the US government as a...
Like, I like the demos if you're trying to hype something up, but a lot of people use it to cash grab it, and I don't like that shit. I don't like the cash grabby ones, like the pirate software shit. He literally just dropped a demo to be like, oh, here's a game, give me money. And then it's like an unfinished train wreck, disastrous bullshit. Like all buggy to hell and shit.
I call cap on that one, brother.
Hacker for a bid, decided to develop his own video game in 2017 called Heartbound. He also started streaming his game progress on Twitch and uploading
Allegedly. He never actually did game progress on Twitch, as far as I'm aware.
clips from those streams on YouTube Shorts.
Like, does this look like game progress to you? It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I mean, the third one might. This one might be. He's talking about despawning. Hold on, wait. What does that say? Despawn, collidable, skills, silent, persistent. These are just his notes. He's not even actually coding. Skills, yeah. Okay. And then, so yeah, he literally just got popular because he has a deep voice and he's talking about stuff.
Because it's not. He didn't do game. Like, he claimed that he needed to stream his game progress to make the game that people paid him for, but he didn't do that. He literally just became a regular streamer guy. Nothing wrong with that, but you literally owe them a product.
What is he using the money for anyways? Everything he was doing is free. Python is free. Like, I don't understand. He's coding with the other shit, right? Like, I don't understand. Everything I'm making is free. Like, why would he fucking... Oh, you saw WestJet commenting on a chess video? Ah. Yeah, you'll see some people in the weirdest places.
See, in my opinion, commitment means something, all right? And especially, first, even if no one gives you money, right? Even if no one gives you money, your word matters, okay? And I think you're a lying sack of shit fraud. All right, that's what I have to say.
Fraud.
All right, I'm gonna get my offensive hacker buddies to hack you. Okay, they're busy diddling ferrets right now, but when they're done, they're coming for you, brother. But that's one. Your word matters, and you are a liar. That's one. Two, and in my opinion, much worse. They paid for it. They paid for it, dude.
They paid for
These
a product.
shorts blew up big time, allowing him to gain millions of new subscribers on YouTube, over 80,000 paid subs on Twitch, and even break the Twitch hype train record 4 different times.
Which allegedly he got his moderators to he paid for his own Twitch record. Allegedly.
But then 2025 rolled around, and Thor managed to destroy the goodwill the internet once had for him. First, by causing his friends to lose months of progress in a hardcore World of Warcraft game and refusing to take accountability.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing about that. He ran away like a little pussy. And then he fucking didn't apologize or anything.
Me to sit down, grovel on my knees and be like, I'm so sorry, Mr. Yamato. It was all my fault, the mage.
And then, by taking a stance against the Stop Killing Games initiative, which would stop game publishers from killing games people had already paid for.
Yeah, literally, how do you take that side of the fight? Like, he literally just, he was like, no, leave my multi-billion corporation alone. They give me an endless supply of breast milk, which is very important as someone that sucks nipples professionally.
Oh shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to.
He misunderstood the whole movement on a fundamental level, and then used some of the harshest language he's ever used to speak up against it.
That is horrible.
Because he misunderstood it. He didn't want to admit that he misunderstood it. And because his ego is so massive. His ego has its own 600-pound life episode. So he couldn't figure it out. So he didn't want to go against it. He didn't want to go admit that he was wrong. So of course he's gonna get emotional and angry when people try to tell him, like, no, you're reading that wrong. It's actually a good thing, and you should back it. No, he can't do it. He can't bring himself to do it.
Well, goddamn it, direction.
Eat my entire ass.
That's awful, dude. No.
Here you go, Philip.
I love that line. I love that line. I use it all the time now. I use it all the time. Eat my entire ass.
Level of stupid that I just had to receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours.
Yo, it's like an enema of stupid. Just shove up your entire ass.
This shit sucks.
It's an
That's
enema
a really
of
stupid ass
stupid.
move. That's an incredibly stupid ass move.
Yeah.
I think this is ass.
Yeah.
This is complete garbage. All of this can eat shit then. I dropped the mask entirely.
Yeah, there was no mask.
Wow.
But
I have
more importantly,
no qualms about that.
Yeah, I have no qualms either, actually. I'm really glad we're together in qualmlessness. I mean, unless
still
he's a
can't
corporate plant, there's no fucking way he would actually be this vehemently against a movement that just wants people to own what they buy. Like, dog, you are...
Like, he can't even explain why it's bad. He just says it's bad. Like, oh, what up, Joe? Good to see you, fam. We chillin'. We here with Philip. Philip's got his own joint because he chillin' too. And we're talking about pirate software.
Literally fighting for people to own what they buy. Fighting against people to own what they buy. Imagine going to a store and purchasing something, and 2 years later, the person who sold it to you decides, you know what? I'm taking it back for free, for no money. Just don't want you to have it anymore. Like, that's insane.
Yeah,
you are
that's
fighting
bullshit.
on that side.
They can eat my entire ass. The whole...
That's the part of the World Economic Forum's whole thing. You will own nothing and be happy. They want you to be able to own nothing. They want you to rent everything, and everything that you buy is not going to work after a little bit. That's what they want. They want you to own nothing and be happy. And no, I don't like that. I would like to, you know, own the things that I pay for.
Thing.
His viewers were shocked at him blatantly rejecting something they thought was good. Thor, on
something objectively good.
the other hand, continued posting more videos doubling down on his take. But then some of the biggest creators on the platform, like Charlie, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie, voiced their support for the initiative.
He got obliterated.
This only made Thor look worse by comparison, making the whole internet, including his audience, turn against him. Now, Thor had a chance to retain some of the trust his viewers had in him, despite the overwhelming amount of backlash he was receiving. All he had to do was admit that he was wrong, but not only did he—
But he can't, because his ego is massive. You freaking planet-sized, bro.
He not do that, he—
Bro runs away from accountability like he's a white woman on TikTok. Oh my god.
He stuck to his guns, regardless of how wrong he was. He was caught lying about his games getting review bombed because of the controversy, making him look even more pathetic than—
Yeah, he's like, I have to step away from this project that I'm working on because people are review bombing the games.
They're not review bombing the game. Your game is garbage, bro. Like, your game is trash. Completely unrelated.
That I work with because of the harassment campaign. And then people looked and no one was review bombing any of those games. He literally just fucking made that up. He literally made that up. Bro has main character syndrome tied in with fetal alcohol syndrome. Like, maybe that's why he has like this whole nipple sucking thing.
Okay, so
he already did. Now,
so he's using that as an excuse to stop his game development progress, because he can be like, oh, well, yeah, sorry. He can hold the game hostage. Be like, no, I can't continue the game because of all this harassment. You guys have to stop canceling me so I can continue developing this game. Like, no, why don't you fuck all the way off, bro? The game's never coming out, dude.
At the end of my last video, I posed two possible futures for Thor. He could either admit that he was wrong and turn things around, or stay stubborn and turn into the perpetual lolcow of the internet.
Baby.
And from the looks of it, he's chosen the second option, which has not only earned him more hate, but has prompted people to take a deeper look into his life, starting with his reputation as a master coder.
Yeah, because he built up his entire reputation on lies. Because he wanted to feel this self-important. He wanted to be important. He wants to be Mr. Right all the time. You know, he wants to be the guy that you come to for help on shit. So, you know, admitting that he's wrong would have to admit that, you know, he's not perfect. So, of course, he's not going to do that, no. He's just going to go against... He's going to fight the entire internet. And I'm sorry, but the internet is powerful as fuck. Okay. Their power level is insane. Internet remains undefeated.
And what they found was shocking to say the least. It started when a YouTuber named Coding Jesus, whose main content is him dissecting people's code and pointing out issues, decided to review the code for Heartbound in a video titled, I Reviewed Pirate Software's Code, oh boy. And as you might be able to judge from the title, he didn't really have any good things to say about it, with him even going as far as to declare Thor's code to be worse than most entry-level interns.
I think I watched this video.
Imagine. But how is that even possible? How is that even possible? I thought
he has every single thing on a Switch, so that like everything, he has everything on a singles like array. He calls it the storyline array. He's got hundreds of things attached to it, right? So like this right here. He has every single thing that has anything to do with the storyline attached to this one array element. Not element, but this one array variable. And like every single thing that happens in the story is just put on this switch, and then it goes to whatever this number is, right? So this array has to be fucking huge, and you have to remember every single number and what part of the story is on this particular index in order to switch it to that. So this is just super inefficient code, and it's just terrible. It is terrible coding practice.
I thought he was the first ever second generation Blizzard employee that worked at Blizzard for 23 years and then was a hacker for the U.S. government to hack offensively power plants. How could he be bad at coding when...
What?
Imagine. But how is that even possible? How is that even possible? I thought I thought he was the first ever second-generation Blizzard employee that worked at Blizzard for 23 years and then was a hacker for the U.S. government to hack offensively power plants. How could he be bad at coding when he has such a stellar resume that he has no evidence that actually happened, but he says it happened, and why would we not believe him?
Removing all of these comments, would you, as a newly added game developer to his game project, have any idea that one is Shelly? You would have no idea. This would never ever be allowed in a production repository, and I've been hinting, it's below what you'd expect of a bottom tier intern.
I mean, my opinion is, and I said this in my original review of his code when we looked into it back like a few weeks ago, was that Pirate Software was too busy with his own nipples in his mouth and didn't actually decide to code, and he just put it into ChatGPT and they just slopped some schlorp out for him. That was my analysis, obviously.
Probably. That's probably what happened.
Obviously, the nipple thing is obvious. Like, he obviously has some sort of...
No, ChatGPT would have came with better code than that. I know.
Some sort of aversion to sucking on his own teats, right? I mean, obviously, this is a thing for him.
Thor, however, didn't appreciate the constructive criticism and handled this review in the only way he knows how to.
It's just another, like, YouTube grifter trying to fight for relevance,
That's
dude.
right.
That's all that shit is.
Look at all these grifters fighting for relevance.
Oh yeah, because I'm super huge with my 2 million subs. That means I'm super relevant, and anybody who criticizes me is just after clout. That's what they're just clout chasing. That's what it is, because I'm important, and I'm perfect, and I do nothing wrong. So anybody who criticizes me is just, they want to be popular and relevant.
Well, you're losing all of yours. Damn.
All too common these days.
However, there was something Thor said that was uncharacteristically reasonable for him and actually made some sense.
It's just a bunch of disingenuous arguments put up in bad faith trying to make me look like a bad programmer. And in reality, this guy has never used the engine that I'm working in, never used the language that I'm working with, and all of his points are moot as a result.
Yeah! There was a response to that. Yeah, that's not a good point at all.
From an objective point of view, his reasoning here for why Coding Jesus wasn't able to understand his coding style because he's not a game developer seemed sound.
Yeah,
that was
except it's
until
not.
another YouTuber, Quinn Theo, decided to get Coding Jesus on a call and dissect Thor's arguments together. They began by analyzing Thor's comments about Coding Jesus' very first critique, with Coding Jesus explaining how Thor doesn't use a very basic practice in his code that even school-level coders know how to use.
Manually setting all to 0 with 8 lines. Those were set to 0 because it was ending the alarms. By setting them to 0, you're actually setting the alarm to off.
So what he's doing here is a classic example of deflection. He pretends the chatter asked, why do you set the alarms to 0, instead of the question, which was, why don't you iterate over them in a for loop? A for loop is a very basic coding construct. If you're iterating through a
I know
consecutive
basically nothing about coding, but even I got the for loops. That's sad.
Set of numbers, you definitely want to use that. It's the perfect scenario for a for loop.
While also
the for loop would be more efficient.
Pointing out how he deflects from the real question whenever he doesn't know the answer.
But he pretends that he didn't understand the question and then tries to answer something else.
And in case you're not familiar
Classic politician, am I right, guys?
with programming, a commenter summed up Thor's flawed approach perfectly, stating, he is literally doing the equivalent of writing 2 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 2 instead of writing 2 × 20.
Yes. That is a perfect analogy. This is exactly what he's doing. He's making it the long way instead of just being like, oh, okay, just loop this 25 times, or just loop that. This is such a good analogy, but he's not even labeling them correctly. Probably not. And when you're building a game, it gets messy fast. Like, if you don't label shit and organize everything, you're gonna lose track of where shit is, and you're gonna get pissed off. Like labeling shit is super important, and keeping things organized, it's super important.
5. But that was just the tip of the iceberg, because while someone might argue that he simply misunderstood the criticism instead of purposefully deflecting it, that doesn't explain why he kept doing the same thing over and over again.
Sprite Spark is not a magic number. It's a direct reference to an asset file called Sprite Spark. This is how GameMaker allows you to link sprites and other assets. When you want to use a sprite, sound, or other object, you call it by name.
This is disingenuous at best and an obfuscation tactic at worst because...
Hot take. He's a lying, manipulating fraud. Never trust him ever, all right? My mom taught me this when I was a kid, all right? Let me tell you what my mom taught me, all right? When I was like 5, okay, I would lie. All right, my mom would ask, did you do your homework or something? Okay, not 5. But whatever it was, I would say, yeah, I did my homework when I didn't, or I would lie about something, kind of minor. right? Did you eat the cookie? No, I didn't eat the cookie. Then it turns out I ate the cookie. My mom would say, you lied to me, and I can never ever trust your word again because you lied. And you are someone that breaks your word. And because you are someone that breaks your word, nothing that you ever say can be trusted because you're someone that is known to break your word.
Facts.
I felt so shit. I never lied again. Okay, I probably did at some point. But I never, I tried my best not to lie, ever. And you can go back through my history of YouTube. For 10 years, I don't think you can catch me in a single lie. I'm very, very careful about it. I really am. And honestly, it's insane. It is absolutely insane to see that, how obvious it is that he lies. And so I'll use my mom logic, for obviously he never had a parent in his life that told him that. But, you are a liar. You lie a lot about a lot of things. I can never trust you. Normally, I give the benefit of the doubt. When it could be either he was disingenuous or he was, either he was malicious or he made a mistake, normally I hedge on the side that he probably made a mistake. I just tend to do that. I try to be good faith as much as I can. But when you are a liar, why would I ever think that you're not just being disingenuous here?
As you can see here, there's a lot of numbers. It's very obvious when I'm talking about a magic number. I'm talking about things like 1, 0, 15, 270, 360. I'm not talking about what my mouse just happens to be highlighting, which is SPR Spark.
Almost as if it's a core part of the tactic he uses to sound more knowledgeable than he actually is.
He has this repeating theme where somebody gives him a question, and then he pivots to something that somebody didn't even ask or address to try to get out of.
Politics style. Trump, why didn't you release the Epstein files? Are we still talking about Epstein? Are we still talking about Epstein?
Yeah, he's
There's
deflecting.
literally so many...
Yeah, that's a good point. So whenever he's asked a question about his inefficient code, he starts talking about other shit that has nothing to do with it, and then moves on. Tactical manipulation tactic, classic manipulation.
More things happening right now.
Deflection.
What about the Epstein files? Epstein, I don't even remember who he is. Yeah, right, dude.
That question.
Something that becomes abruptly clear when he does address criticism directly and ends up being objectively wrong about everything he's saying.
Data types are not defined in GameMaker. You cannot define a Boolean. You can use 0, 1, or true, false at will. It doesn't do anything. None of this matters in this language.
The Boolean and the data types. Okay. So I'd like to interpret this in two ways, because what he could have been saying here when he says data types are not defined is that you can't create your own custom data types, which is indeed wrong. You can create structures in GameMaker. It's in the documentation, search up structs and constructors.
Right.
But maybe he wasn't referring to structs. Maybe he was referring to Booleans, which also just isn't true.
What's worse is that he could have easily avoided looking like a fool. All he had to do was actually...
All he had to do was take the...
Booleans and structs are coding variables.
L, but he can't. He literally can't. He is physiologically incapable of taking the L. That's what happened when you have a hole in your heart in the shape of your dad. Bro, it's absolutely diabolical.
Dude, bro definitely has some mommy issues. Like, if you look at his game and the way that the story is being told, like bro definitely has some mommy problems.
It is diabolical watching this fucking shit fall. Like, it's crazy watching a video like this and seeing it all.
I'm wondering if Nux watch anything about his game. I really want to show you guys what I'm talking about.
Up close, how obvious. He could have gotten away with everything. He could have literally fucking scammed his fans and fucked his ferrets in private. He could have sucked both of his nipples at the same time, and no one would have made fun of him for it if he could just, take accountability. This is completely self-inflicted in every possible way.
That's
and
true.
Honestly, it is absolutely hilarious. I love when retards do this. It's my favorite thing about retards. They can't stop themselves from admitting to shit. Listen, man, my last video was about how Destiny basically admitted that he had child porn on his computer. Alleged child porn. Right, she might have been 19, even though she was almost 100% 17. Dude, he admitted it, bro. He admitted it. If you would just shut the hell up, dude. If you just wouldn't volunteer information, none of this would happen. That's why Nux Doctrine is Operation Let Them Speak. Nux Doctrine is do nothing, win.
You read about the programming language he claims to be an expert at.
He makes the claim that you can't define a Boolean in GameMaker because GameMaker itself doesn't have a native Boolean type in its scripting language. In other words, it interprets reals as Booleans. Now,
Booleans are the most that's the most basic shit. Why wouldn't a regular game have that? That's literally just a yes or no question. Like it's either 1 or it's 0. It's either on or it's off. Like, why wouldn't a coding language have that?
To reconcile the fact that he used a Boolean in his code with what he said, I decided to do what any developer would do, and that is I consulted the documentation. So if you go to data types in GameMaker, oh, look at that. You are also provided with constants, true and false, which can always be used in your code to prevent any issues, should the native Boolean type be defined later.
So you mean to tell me that pirate Thor Jason Software was hired by the U.S. government to offensively hack power plants when he doesn't know the basic shit of what he's talking about in a field that he actually is a pro in? Now that seems mighty suspicious.
Yeah, it sounds like he's full of
I'd
shit.
suck on my nipples if I was you.
Can either be interpreted as Thor being incredibly lazy or just simply not knowing Booleans exist in the language he's using. Either way, it calls into question every claim Thor has ever made about his coding skills to this.
Yeah, because if you're caught as a liar, people will now start assuming that you were lying about other things. It's honestly pretty basic human shit. And you have failed miserably at being a human right now. It's all that nipple sucking. It got to your head, bro.
Point. As a comment on YouTube eloquently puts it, someone please...
Chat, by the way, to make this clear, to everyone watching this video, never forget that all these Meat Canyon reaction videos suspiciously got taken down at the same time by YouTube for him sucking his own nipple, okay? Which is a fucking nothing, all right? In my opinion. Let it be remembered. Let that nipple sucking not be forgotten into the annals of YouTube history.
Take the shovel away from Pirate Software. This man won't stop digging a hole for himself.
These people are literally... I feel like every time I go on the internet and I see commenters like trying, you know, in their best faith, saying, no, stop exposing yourself. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I am a big fan of people exposing themselves. No, keep shoveling, brother. I will give you a second nipple to suck on, Mr. Pirate Software.
But what's most concerning is Thor's inability to take any kind of criticism, even when it's valid. He's set up a wall of denial in front of him and just disregards anyone that doesn't agree with him. That said, this next issue isn't something he can simply ignore.
It just keeps going. Damn.
Since he might even end up in court because of it.
Oh shit, bro, what the fuck?
This is the fucking video game shit.
Dropped on July 5th, 2025, when a Twitter user by the name of Guy made a wild accusation against Thor, stating Pirate Software accidentally revealed his DMs with Kronos.
Okay, I thought it was talking about raising money for a video game that he never fucking released, which I think is such a big deal. But yeah, this is crazy.
That needs to be called
and
out.
The April 1st Twitch Giga Train showing that they were boosting it to themselves. This is why the stream is unavailable to watch.
Like, you shouldn't have to raise money for a game like that. Like, it should be free. Like, and it is free. So like, if it's free and you're developing it for free, then what the fuck? Like, are you paying the artist? Like, you don't have to do that shit. Everything I'm doing is free. Like, that's why I don't get it. Why would you raise $20,000 and not come out with something?
The Giga Train he's talking about here is actually the record-breaking Twitch hype train Thor was able to reach on April 1st, 2024. A hype train, for those who don't know, is a Twitch feature that gets activated when a streamer starts receiving a lot of donations or gifted subs in a very short span of time. It then continues leveling up if the donations keep coming in, and the more a hype train progresses, the more rewards the donors unlock, including special emojis and gifts that they can use.
It just basically incentivizes people to donate money, which is, you know, obviously that's the fucking money making metric. Nothing wrong with that. But if he allegedly inflated the hype train, just like he likes inflating porn of ferrets, whole fucking stash of, like,
what the fuck is up with this ferret porn shit?
Random insults for Pirate Software.
Them to keep spending their money. As we mentioned earlier, Thor had already broken multiple hype train records.
50,000.
Yeah, paying the artist makes sense. Like, if he was throwing that money towards it, it's probably the person that made all of his sprites and all of his character pictures and shit.
1,000 live viewers. Look at that. How the mighty have fallen. Now he's streaming to 1,300 people right now.
Wow.
Holy fucking shit.
Wow.
However,
wow. So he was getting 50,000 viewers and 50K of them dropped off. Oh, wow. Oh, Pirate's a furry? Yeah. He's a furry also. I think he has some characters in his games that are anthropomorphic animals.
1,300 people right now. Holy fucking shit.
Before. However, all of them paled in comparison to the hype train on April 1st, 2024, as it managed to reach past level 100.
The irony that it was April Fool's Day that he broke the hype train record.
5. This was a big milestone in Thor's career. It made headlines and turned Thor into an even bigger name in the online gaming community. However, if what Guy was alleging on Twitter was true, it meant that this record wasn't as legitimate as it seemed.
Dude, do you think he, like, after that stream ended and he knew that he donated to himself to artificially inflate the numbers allegedly, do you think he, like, he gave himself like a nice big nipple suck where he just kind of went crazy over it? Like,
fucking stop it, bro.
I feel like I'm hitting a sensitive spot. I'm hitting him right in the nipple with this one, I feel like.
And the proof he presented was in the screenshot.
I'm a petty motherfucker, by the way, okay? I'm a very petty motherfucker, okay? You took down my fucking video for this shit? Really?
Of the conversation Thor had with his head mod Kronos while his hype train was active. Right, let me know if you do. Bits is going to be the best way to do it due to the return if you need to save it.
This is basically telling his moderator, I'll pay you back, allegedly, just artificially inflate my hype train.
Other than T3 subs, Tier 3 subs might be better, don't know. Bits is 82% return when you buy them in bulk. Have you bought any yet?
Right, because Twitch takes the rest.
I've done 100 Tier 1 subs on my personal, ready to do 40 Tier 3 subs on an alt. Can do bits instead or both. Did 50,000 bits at 20 seconds left. Okay, what is the alt account? Serendipitous Bean. Put simply, this seemed like Thor telling his own mod to donate from an alt account.
And implying that he's paying him back, right? Because he's looking at the return, right? So it...
Yo, that's fucked up, bro. What the hell?
Definitely does look like he is telling his moderator to donate from the mod's real account and alt account so that you won't notice that it's the same guy that's donating a fuck ton of money to artificially inflate a hype train to convince more people to donate to him and to win a world record through fraud. That's kind of what it looks like,
That is fucking
right?
scummy.
To artificially keep the hype train going, and even telling him to use bits since Twitch would only take an 18% cut from them. Now, it was still possible that some important missing context could give this conversation a completely different meaning. Unfortunately for Thor, someone uncovered the deleted Twitch VOD this screenshot was taken from, and Thor's reaction to it told his viewers everything they needed to know.
I wished I could place my head between them and go full burr mode and make...
What?
Oh! Oh no! He fucking sabotaged himself, bro. Oh no.
This is his own messages. Operation Let Him Speak. Dude, you don't understand. All the criticism against Thor is literally shit that he has accidentally said or leaked. Like, that is literally all
he
of it.
fucking, he does it to himself, bro. What the fuck?
What is this?
Quickly clicks off to our random message. Right, to a random nothing message.
Where is it? I'm gonna find this. I need to find your message.
Oh yeah.
God damn it! Click.
Oh god, he's so nervous.
Bridge machine.
Uh-oh.
What? Who are you? Why are you like this? Number 420. Deleted.
Not only does it prove that the screenshot is real, viewers could also see how panicked Thor became when he saw it, and how he immediately switched to a different chat before actually finding and deleting the text-to-speech donation that came in. Thor tried to deny any wrongdoing on Twitter, stating, Kronos used his own money to do this and asked if it was okay to do so.
This is such obvious bullshit. Mr. Stream.
And guess what? It's fucking Discord again. All this shit fucking happens on Discord, bro. Always with the Discord.
Mercer, do I have your permission to give you money? Yeah, I'm sure that's what happened.
He wasn't paid for this or told to do it either. He's a grown man and can spend his money in whatever way he chooses. You can hate me all you like.
Dude, I literally don't believe this for a second. And once again, confirmed liar is going to tell you something that's hard to believe. Like, yeah. When a liar tells you something that's hard to believe, I'm just not gonna believe you.
But going after my staff is shit tier behavior. Even Kronos, his head moderator, came out with statements of his own denying the allegations. Reading, said this before in January during the World of Warcraft drama. People contacted me and others about donating during the hype train record in 2024. This year, I did less from the main and I did some from an alt. Removal of the VOD was, if I recall correctly, to prevent people from harassing donators as before. And
Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. Does anyone take this shit seriously? Like, why would you believe this shit? Even for a second. Like, it's so obvious.
It sounds like a bullshit
All these
excuse.
explanations from both Thor and Kronos.
Yeah, other people messaged me to ask me about donating to him. Yeah, sure. Also, I donated from my alt because it was fun. Yeah, right. It was because it was fun. Also, we removed the VOD because people were harassing donators. Harassing donators. Not a single person harassed a donator. Get out of here. This isn't real, okay? No one's taking this shit seriously.
Was still a bit suspicious. They were enough to end the controversy before it got any worse. Or at least, that's likely what they thought would happen. On July 20th, 2025, someone replied to Guy's original Twitter post with yet another screenshot. This one showing the exact messages attached to the donation Kronos made with his alt account, Serendipitous Bean. It reads, "In real life friend of Kronos,"
and this is the alt account, by the way.
"and excited that they are now free from corporate. Love your stream and what you do for people here."
It's the same guy. He's just literally sucking both of his nipples right now.
No shit, this is Kronos literally talking about himself from an alternate account. What the fuck, dude? Why do people do this shit? What the fuck is wrong with people, bro? What the fuck?
Many cool or supportive streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos that Ben sends their regards.
This is so cringe. So Kronos got his alt account, Bean, to send a message where he glazes Pirate Software and also Kronos. Right. Yeah, this was just for fun. He was just doing messages on his alt account for fun.
In other words, Kronos pretended to be his own friends, likely to avoid any suspicions from chat. However, what made this truly weird was the fake reaction Thor had when this donation came in.
And he reacted to it? Oh god. How transparent can you be?
50,000 bits said IRL friend of Kronos and excited that they are now free from corporate.
Yeah.
I know.
Love your stream and what you do for people here. There aren't many cool or supportive streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos that Ben sends their regards.
Ew. Ew, that's so cringe. That message sounds fake. What the fuck?
I'm sorry you had to know Kronos in real life just like me.
I'm sorry you have to know Kronos in real life just like me. He says literally to Kronos' alt account that he knows is his alt that's giving him money. This is terrifying.
Now, it's possible Kronos just wanted to hide his own identity to not receive hate for donating.
Absolutely not.
No, why would he be talking about
bullshit.
himself,
It's obviously
dude? What the
because
fuck?
he's trying to inflate the hype record.
Yeah,
without
exactly.
making it look suspicious. That one guy's donating too much.
Donating so much. However, that just explains the pretending to be his own friend part. It does not explain the shameless glazing that followed. Even if we ignore the actual message and just focus on the donation, it's still highly problematic. Not only did it manipulate the viewers into donating more by keeping the hype train alive, as Legal Mindset put it in his video, it could even bring some serious consequences for Thor.
Oh, Legal Mindset was on that shit? Uh-oh, it might be worse than we thought.
Starting from Twitch itself.
So Kronos is the main moderator, and excited that they are free from corporate. Love your stream and what you do for the people here. There aren't many quarter streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos that Ben sends their regards. So this person is clearly painting themselves as not Kronos, not the moderator, but a separate IRL friend of this moderator, which is extremely deceptive if you ask me.
Serendipitous Bean with 50,000 bits said IRL friend of Kronos and excited that they are now free from corporate. Love your stream and what you do for people here. There aren't many cool or supportive streamers left once they get big like this. Stay cool, bud, and tell Kronos that Ben sends their regards.
Oh, it's so awkward. I'm like actually getting like third dimensional cringe right now. I am shaking. My butthole is puckered watching him. He's giving his moderator money to
I'm getting like secondary embarrassment, bro. Like, what the fuck?
use on his mod's alt account to give money back to him to artificially inflate his numbers so other people could donate while simultaneously glazing him, which this guy uses as an opportunity to insult the original moderator. Knowing that he is talking to the moderator's alternate account. Like, it's insane. It is absolutely insane watching this. It is so pathetic the moment the mask falls. And he is a pathetic, sad man.
Dude, this guy can't be real. This guy actually can't be real.
Thor has openly claimed plenty of times that he hires and actually pays all his mods.
I pay my mods. Also, he just donated to me out of the goodness of his heart. Yeah, my butt crack.
They're moderators full-time. Not only do they have full-time pay, they're on salary, they also get full-time benefits too. Medical, dental, vision, everything.
I don't believe you. Why don't fucking what? Like, why can't you just be authentic? I don't understand. If you're gonna be fake, it's gonna come out eventually. You may as well just be you.
He's just the best guy. Pirate Software is just the best dude. You might think he's not the best guy, but...
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Also, you paying your moderators full time does not excuse them, like, funding a hype train to deceive your audience into donating. Those are two separate things.
But then you'd be wrong, because he's the best guy, all right?
Like, that's how this place stays cool.
So it wouldn't be difficult for Thor to reimburse Kronos as part of his monthly pay. Only now, it could get him suspended or even kicked off Twitch entirely. But that isn't even the worst of it. According
like Twitch is gonna stand on business when it comes to financial scammers, but not terrorists.
to Legal Mindset, this also opens Thor and his mod up to facing legal repercussions from the federal government as well.
Oh shit.
Representation, omission, or practice is likely to mislead a customer. So the practice would be, hey, donating bits from the sock puppet account. The consumer's interpretation is
dude, ooh, it's getting even worse.
Reasonable under the circumstances. So the consumer is thinking this is a private party. This is somebody else. This is not the mod. This is not Pirate Software. They're thinking, oh, look, this person is extending the hype train. And so because of that, because that misleading representation, that materially led others to donate more to keep it going. It's a very well-known thing in scams and cons. This is something that should get fake buyers to go out there and gin up interest so that people will buy stuff even though it's overpriced.
And that is literally the classic con maneuver. Right? So if he gets a fake account to say, I'm donating money to you because I like you so much and you're such a good guy. I want to keep the lights on by you because I know you're going through a lot of really difficult things right now. Also, if you get the world record, it would be so literally so cool. I hope other people encourage and join me to donate as well. And if it turns out that heart, fluffy, glaze ass, I want to throw up in my own mouth kind of message, if that was sent by you, or your mod to yourself with an alt to manipulate other people to give you money, that is a classic con man grift. It really is. Not as much of a con as raising tens of thousands of dollars for a video game that you never finished, but yeah.
And if that wasn't enough, Thor and Twitch could also get trouble on a state level as well, based on Thor falsely advertising the success of his hype train.
So, Consumer Legal Remedies Act, California has that. And I mentioned California, by the way, because that's where Twitch is. So it'd be very reasonable if a California donor, if a California whale brought a claim against a California corporation in a California court against, Twitch and against, Mr. Pirate Software. But beyond...
Ooh, so if a donor from California, like, actually tried to sue Twitch, they would have a case.
On that, there's California Business Code 17500, which leads to false or misleading statements or false or misleading advertisement. And this could be perceived as falsely advertising that you're number one on the hype train, that you're this hype train leader, that you're this person that needs to be donated to keep this thing going to breach all these levels, when really most of those levels, or maybe a lot of those levels, some of those levels, were just artificially inflated by either Pirate Software's mod or these sock puppet accounts. I mean, who knows? We don't really have a full track on that yet.
But even if he manages to escape any direct repercussions, these controversies...
Yeah, obviously his career is fucked. His career is so cooked. Dude, I just showed you the stats on his Twitch.
Dude, he lost 50,000 viewers. Yeah, he's cooked.
He's streaming right now to 1,300 people. When about a month ago, he was streaming to 15,000 people. Like, people don't understand how big this downfall is. This is a cataclysmic downfall.
Have only
and completely self-induced.
He accelerated his down.
Dude, 50,000 people, that's like an entire stadium. Like, of people just not watching you anymore.
With the number of people unsubscribing from his YouTube channel each month jumping from 100,000 plus when the Stop Killing Games controversy happened to over 200,000 after these new controversies.
Jesus Christ, that's the population of a small country. The entire population of a country just not watching you no more.
Oh my God! What a dude! I love a good downfall, man, and we found ourselves such an entertaining villain.
To light, it truly seems like Thor's reputation has reached a point where even if he apologizes now or tries to take accountability,
first of all, he won't. He will not take accountability. It's not going to happen. Like, I am guaranteeing you, he won't take accountability. He can't. He physically can't. He physically cannot do it. He has too much ego. Holy shit! You know what this dude needs? This dude needs to find a religion immediately and start studying some tenets of faith. I know, bro needs to become a...
Man will never get that pristine reputation back. Never. No, he has fully been outed as a fraud. There is no way. No way people are going to forget that. The internet is forever. They will never let you forget. He will be streaming to like 1,000 people forever until those people eventually drop off. He better release that game, dude. He better take some time off, start developing that game. Get that shit out.
a Buddhist monk or a priest or some shit. Like otherwise, there is no way out of the ego hellscape that he painted for himself.
It's pretty unlikely that he'll ever regain the audience he once had. But just when we thought he couldn't sink further, he somehow found a way. As I was making this video, Quintheo dropped another bombshell by interviewing Mr. Jason Thorhall's ex-roommate, as well as the person who was in charge of his quality assurance work at Blizzard.
Hi, my name's Cynthia Hall. I go by Alana online. I am a lifelong artisan cosplayer. I worked for 5 years at Blizzard and then 8 years at Twitch. And I happen to work with Pirate Software at Blizzard as his wrangler on Diablo 3.
And what she had to say about Thor was shocking, but not all surprising at this point. According to Cynthia, Jason was straight up bad at his job. He would constantly slack off and browse Reddit all day, and even when
he's literally such a nepo hire. So his dad worked at Blizzard. All right, his dad was like a big shot at Blizzard.
I forgot
he got
about
the job
that.
at Blizzard, and he used that.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Yeah, his dad worked at Blizzard, so he's literally a nepo hire, and he didn't do shit. Wait, I just had a thought. What if the game is done, he's just not releasing it to ensure the constant revenue? That would also be scummy, because the part that is released isn't even worthy of a demo. Like, I don't know. That would be even worse. I think that would be worse. Like, if that's the case, he needs to go ahead and drop that shit. He would make way more money if he just dropped that shit instead of, like, just holding it hostage.
That to launch his career claiming to be some sort of hacker tech genius guy, video game developer pro, and that's what he used to raise money. Okay, he says, hi, I worked at Blizzard. I am some video game mastermind super genius. I left Blizzard because I wanted to work on an indie game that's going to be so much better than what anyone ever thought. Now, because I worked at Blizzard, you should believe me. Now give me money. And they gave him money and nothing happened. All right, for 7 years, nothing happened.
Right.
In my opinion, he's using false credentials to scam people. In my opinion. And I think that that is the worst thing that's going on.
That's a pretty valid opinion, dude. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. He seems like he's hyper-inflating his credentials so that he has that sense of authority, and then using it to fund shit that's never going to happen as a means to scam his audience. And it was working for a minute.
And the rest of this shit was a happy accident. It was a happy accident that he happened to blow up through YouTube Shorts and be big on Twitch and start collabing with other streamers and join big events like this World of Warcraft shit. Like, in my opinion, the rest were happy accidents driving up his ego. But his entire footprint on the internet started as a alleged ferret fucking tit sucking fraud. I don't actually think he had sex with ferrets. I think I don't know what his preferred relationship is with his ferrets, but we have seen the furry Discord messages.
Did work. Cynthia often had to come in and correct his mistakes.
So we're talking dealing with all the spawns in the game, all the boss testing, having to do all the smoke tests whenever there were new builds, end to end, make a character run through to skeleton king kill. Like, that's just testing the builds. Whatever the task was for the day.
He wasn't even a dev, he was a game tester.
Just be spawning different
Wait,
monsters
what?
and testing their indexes to see how they perform. But he would just kind of create a character and idle in the client and read Reddit. That's literally what he did. He sat in front of me and I was assigning the tasks. So not only did I see the work he was not doing, I saw what he was doing instead.
So even when he was allegedly some star employee at Blizzard developing games, he wasn't.
Wow,
he was a
dude.
game tester, and also didn't even test the games, but he would just browse Reddit all day, according to this lady.
First of all, when Cynthia complained about his behavior to the higher-ups, nothing happened. Simply
because his dad worked there. He's a nepo hire. He is literally the worst guy. Like, he is the worst guy in like all these areas. It's crazy. Sexual degenerate. You got that crossed off. You got alleged scammer. You got fucking nepo baby. Didn't deserve anything. Huge ego. Like, it's crazy. Everything kind of just converged into this gigantic lol cow that he became.
Because Thor's father was also quite high up in the
See, now this guy doesn't look like the type of guy that would suck his own nipple.
Stop with the sucking the nipple, dude. What the fuck? But yeah, his dad was high up in the company, so no matter what you do, he's not going to lose his job over anything.
Company. The same father, mind you, whose birthday is not even an afterthought for Thor these days.
Hey, and you missed it. You didn't call me. Neither did your brother. You guys both ignored me for my birthday.
That isn't true. I sent you a text.
No, you did not.
Bullshit.
That was last year.
Bullshit.
I got nothing. You sent me one last year.
Oh, and he's a piece of shit. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, how about that? How about that? How about them apples? What a surprise this isn't.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, it was last.
It was last. Wow.
But that's
Oh
only
my
the tip of
god.
the
Oh man. Oh, it was last year. Oh my god. Chat. It was last year.
Respect his elders. Bro literally violated like 9 of the 10 commandments. You shall. Bro, what are we doing? Right, so he's a gaytheist, obviously. So that's already the first 3 go out. All right, the first 3 of the 10 commandments are gone. All right, bro does not respect the Sabbath. All right, obviously. Yeah, he's been streaming all Saturday. Does not respect the Sabbath. Okay, whatever. These I think we can give him a pass for, more or less, in the modern internet zeitgeist. Does not respect his parents. Allegedly steals. All right, tells false testimony.
Yep.
All right. Look, man.
He's
I've
just
seen
an
his
all-around
fucking
piece of work,
degenerate
bro.
Discord messages, and I think that squares up the rest of that shit. Except for thou shalt not kill, bro has been kind of balling. 90% success rate on violating one of the 10 commandments.
iceberg. His memorable moments at the company also included him yelling at his co-workers for not playing like elite gamers for a charity event.
I was on his team for a league tournament, and he screamed at our team for
what?
Apparently not gearing correctly.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All
right, 10 commandments. What about the 7 deadly sins? Great question. All right, so pride. Right, so pride, greed, right, raising money for a game that he never makes. Wrath, bro yells at his fucking teammates when they lose a video game. All right, so we got wrath. Gluttony, I mean, dude, I've seen the fucking inflation porn messages he's been sending around. All right, listen, dude. Gets his fake hype train bullshit. Envy, he needs everyone to look at him like he's some sort of super genius and making believe he used to work for the U.S. government to hack power plants and shit. All right, so that's envy. I don't even know what are we missing. What are we missing at this point? Sloth, bro would browse Reddit all day instead of actually doing his job at Blizzard. Oh my god, wait, is that all of them? Pride, wrath, sloth, gluttony, envy, lust. All right, so he has his endless cavalcades of leaked messages with women and fucking Discord people having furry sex, right? So that's lust. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, so yeah, all seven deadly sins, 9 of the 10 commandments. He's easily my favorite character.
Well, Jesus Christ.
In the Nuxanor filler arc.
So that's what all the furry fuckers are shit about? He's actually fucking furries? Fucking furry ferrets?
Cinematic universe.
We were just
sucks his own nipples. Okay, that's another one.
That bad. I mean, it's not like we were losing so severely because we all played League regularly. It was not that big of a deal, and we were all sleep deprived. It was very early in the morning after an overnight of playing games, and we're like, seriously, dude, you are raging at everybody. Like our entire team. It was just yelling across the floor at everybody.
It's a charity event, correct?
It was a children's charity event.
Oh wow! That pales in comparison to what he was like as a roommate.
That I came home and went into the kitchen. All the dishes everywhere, like the pans, still food in them on the stove, shit everywhere.
What a nightmare.
Countertops, everything.
Dude's a
everywhere.
living nightmare.
It was not disgusting, Sty, but it was.
All right, so that's gluttony. We were struggling with gluttony with the inflation porn shit that he was talking about. Nah, dude. Living in a fucking shithole? Yeah, that'll do it.
Be just a fucking mess.
Worst of all, when he eventually did leave Cynthia's apartment, what she found in his room was nothing short of disgusting.
When he finally did move out,
Ew, I don't want to know what he found in the room. What? Ew.
I wish I had saved pictures of the state of his room. He had cleaned nothing, so I had to clean everything by hand. There was like, I don't know what on the walls in his bedroom. And
oh my god.
You're just gonna have to like...
dude had a furry cum wall? No.
Ew. Oh, gross, dude. Ew.
For this. I don't know if it was snot or something else, just like...
Oh, that's disgusting. I'm on it.
Ew. What's up, alien bros? We're still talking about pirate software. This shit just keeps getting worse. His old roommate's talking about him right now. And when he moved out, she didn't clean anything. So she had to go in there and clean up after him. And there was all this fucking blah. Ew. Shit on the walls. And, ew. all this fluid, sticky, gunky fluid on the walls. Gross.
Like,
That's disgusting. I'm gonna die.
Right here and there on the walls, and more of the like random gray stuff, just spots.
Random gray spots, you say?
Ew.
And things.
Now, these stories.
Oh, that's diabolical, bro. This dude is like S tier slob. Like, it's crazy. He is easily one of the greatest lol cows out there. Like, he is up there with Boogie faking having
Dude, I
cancer.
thought
Like,
fucking-
he is literally up there.
Here I thought my room was bad, but like, what the fuck? That is just gross. I make tacos that are more like Chipotle burritos. Yeah, I can't go wrong with some tacos. Tacos actually sound pretty good. I might make some tacos. I'm getting hungry.
From years ago. Unfortunately,
I'm getting
from what
hungry.
we've seen of his game's progress, he still hasn't outgrown his slacking habits. It just makes you wonder how much more negative stuff about Thor will come out
Wait,
before
like,
the
how much
internet
worse can
just
we get?
moves on. Just like only.
How much worse can we get, dude? That's the question. Of course, I'll link this video in the description. This was a great video by Internet Anarchist. But yeah, no, I've been on the
I like
warpath with
Internet
this
Anarchist.
Thor thing. He's not very happy with me, it seems. And also, I do think that we need to talk about how the fact that he's like, his audience is 1/10 of the size right now on Twitch. Like, aside from losing, 60% of his viewers after this, after all this controversy, then it turns out the remaining 30-40%, half of it was allegedly bots. Like, oh my god. Like, this is truly a cinematic fall off. I'll see you at the next one, gamers.
That would have been
And definitely
hilarious.
subscribe, because
Dude, if they were all bots, that'd be fucking funny. He will never admit that he doesn't know the optimal way to breastfeed a gypsy child. He will take that to his grave with his foot firmly planted in his mouth. Wait, let me see if I can find that video about Pirate Software's fucking game.
I have exclusive and
No. We just watched that. Oh no, never mind. They're all long as shit. I could have swore they were like 10 minutes long, but all these are fucking like 45 minutes long. What the fuck? All right.
I have exclusive information that things might be so much worse for
What's
Pirate
going
Software.
on? Stop it. I think we're gonna wrap up with Daily Dose, and I'm gonna call it a day, because I'm hungry, and I want some food. So we're gonna watch some Daily Dose. Oh no! What happened? My computer's freezing up. What the hell?
Hello,
There we go.
everyone. This is your daily dose of internet.
Boom. My computer was freezing up. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? They were just sitting there enjoying their meal, and a car crashes through the window. Nobody was hurt.
This guy was trying to show off his car engine.
Oh no! Yo, that's my biggest fear, dude. My car's gonna catch on fire. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm gonna throw a cigarette out the window and my car's gonna be leaking some shit, and then my car's gonna catch fire and explode. Like I do that, yeah. New fear unlocked.
The police set up a bait car with the keys on the roof to see if anyone would steal it.
See there, the keys on top. You think you got a nice little car. Look in the back corner, you got 3 cops posted up waiting for someone to take that jump.
No, not the robot.
The AI at this fast food drive-thru started glitching and racked up a $15,000 bill.
Why does it says $147? Why does it say that?
Is that AI?
What drink would you like for your...
Jesus Christ! $15,400. They need to work out all the kinks with the AI shit.
Number 12 combo.
Bro, what the... Give me a team member.
This tow truck driver tried to steal this delivery driver's car.
What the fuck? The tow truck driver was chasing him. He was like, "No, I will tow your car." Oh,
this guy
dude.
bought a Time pet food feeder to dispense treats for himself.
What?
She had no idea
Dude, I want
that there
some
was a bear
peanut
outside.
M&Ms. I'm hungry. Nope.
Hold on, guys.
A few days ago, this giant meteor was seen flying over Japan.
Me and Am got on the train to come home, and oh my god, what is that on my... Is my eyelash hanging off?
Oh no! Oh fuck that! Oh bro, what the fuck? That made me jump, dude. What the hell? She had a whole ass fucking spider on her face. Fuck that.
This juice. This juice. This juice. This. This. This.
Nee.
Did you
What?
eat the sourdough? Did you do it? Who did that? Who did that? Was this you? Was this you? Libby. Libby. Libby! What? No.
I want some bread.
She put up this sign because people kept trying to sell her stuff at her front door. You can
He's
see
like,
the moment when the
"Understandable,
cat
have a nice
realizes
day."
that the glasses are helping.
Pedí un café con leche y
Me supo un poquito cargado, entonces pedí un extra de leche.
What the fuck? It's so tiny.
So this giant wheel thing fell off his truck.
Oh, fuck that.
No. Something tells me they're never gonna see this package ever again.
I don't know if that's covered by the insurance. Wow, what the fuck?
This pilot was seen.
Yeah, that's the Bears now, bro. I don't think they have. Do they have an option for that at customer service? I don't fucking know.
Cleaning his own window.
Stop it.
This drone crash during a drone race was pretty violent.
Are they on fire? Oh, damn. What? Okay, that lady's a witch. Somebody burn her at the stake. Pronto. What the fuck?
This tourist in China dropped her.
No, there was somebody was in the passenger seat and they hopped over to the driver's seat and they started the car. That's what he was probably holding the spare key. So yeah, he didn't show anybody in the driver's seat, or he didn't point his camera towards the driver's seat. He made sure to keep the window out of the camera so you wouldn't see the person.
This tourist in China dropped her engagement ring in the sand, and a bunch of random people spent 30 minutes looking for it.
She lost her engagement ring. Oh, they found it.
So the zoom on this phone camera is kind of crazy.
Okay. What? Wait. Dude, what? Oh, are we just gonna ignore all those spiders? Jesus Christ. Wow. I have no words. Like, what the fuck? How does that even happen? Are you drunk? Dude, what the fuck? That is crazy. It just bounced off the tree.
Oi!
He didn't realize that he was putting this chair together the wrong way.
He's got the two chairs on the two legs on the wrong side. That's fucking hilarious. Turn in your man card. Turn in your man card immediately. You can't even build a chair. What's wrong with you? Yo, what the fuck?
I think this guy found his spirit animal.
Oh, I've seen this guy. This guy practices with the fucking... What is that called? A meteor hammer or something like that? I've seen his shorts. Like, bro turned that thing into a lethal weapon. The wind got a little frisky there, bro.
That is the end of this video, or I hope you enjoyed. And
I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Later. Later. Cheers for daily dose of internet. Alright, it's been about 4 hours. I'm gonna shut the stream down. I'm gonna make me some french fries. Or some chicken wings. I haven't decided yet. Probably some chicken wings. Gonna make me some chicken wings. And I'm gonna have some sort of side with it. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. So you guys have a good one. I'll probably drop a video tomorrow. So you guys will get a video tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. After I go grocery shopping with my mama. With Mama Farius. Go get some food. And then I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oh, I'll be back next Sunday. Next live streaming.